Hey, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. We are back. We've had a wonderful weekend. I got some good news on Friday, and I continued to celebrate through the weekend. But I got an offer letter, so we are very close to being not unemployed. If you're not in the Discord, you probably didn't hear much about it, but I've been interviewing for quite a few months now. It's been, I think, 4 months. Technically, 4 months since I've been laid off, which is never fun. It's the first time that's ever happened to me. It was due to, how did they describe it? It was like laid off through reorganization, which is literally just a ridiculous amount of words to say. You're no longer employed here because, we figured out someone else or something else to take over your position. And it's not technically a firing, it's something else, but it all feels the same, doesn't it? The end result is the same. You're no longer getting a paycheck and you're no longer working there. But I guess it's better to not be fired, I guess. Although technically it just feels the same. But yeah, good news. Excellent news. Happy about it. Very happy about it. It's been an interesting 4 months. Lots of different interviews, lots of different, phone interviews, Zoom interviews. I've definitely talked about this before. I think honestly, Zoom interviews are some of the best because you can have your resume up on your screen. You don't have to print it out. Because if you go in for a person interview, like in-person interview, if you don't bring like a copy of your resume, like print it out, you're like staring at your phone, which is never a good sight. Not good optics, right? So at least with Zoom, you can have your resume up on some screen in front of you and you can refer to it. You don't forget anything, If you've had any sort of like, I don't know, a role that's past very entry level, you've had multiple different things you've had to do. And sometimes it's hard to just recall everything that you did. So it just makes it so much easier to be able to look at your resume and go, oh, yeah, I forgot I was doing that as well. Especially if it's been quite a few years and you just kind of lose track of things. But yeah, very happy, extremely happy. That means these streams, if I don't catch up prior to starting, that means these streams are going to move to nighttime for me. So right now it's in the morning, but it's going to be nighttime. So maybe for some of you across the pond or, elsewhere in the world, it's going to be morning streams for you, which, hey, maybe that's better. Not exactly sure. It'll depend on your schedule. But I will be updating the schedule within the Discord. There's a little events channel, and I list out all the streams, and then I'll just edit the times. Also, you can check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ToddReacts, and I update the schedule there, so it'll actually update to what time I go live based on your time, which is super cool and handy. But yes, as soon as I catch up, I will be dual streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so be on the lookout for that. You can join the YouTube chat if you're a YouTube-only kind of person, which I typically am. I just did Twitch because, number one, it was easy to use, and it's kind of the live platform, if you will. And I didn't want to confuse people on YouTube because that's my largest audience. I didn't want to confuse people like, oh, you're going to be doing 4 streams a week going forward. That's not the case. As soon as I get caught up, I'll be doing about 2 a week. And then the 4th week of the month, I'll be doing 1. So that'll be the typical schedule so far, based on the amount of videos I have to do in a month, the amount of people requesting videos on the website, toddreacts.com. So the more people we have, the more streams I'll do a week, or the longer stream. I don't know. I haven't really thought that through, whether it's better to do more streams or just longer. I don't know. I guess we'll figure that out when we get to it. But like I said, I hope you're having a wonderful start to your week. It is Monday morning right now. I am live on Twitch. I hope you're having a good time. Mondays are always tough, but hey, hang in there. We'll get through this. Go ahead, as I said before, head on over to toddreacts.com, join the series or season tiers. Those will be the ones where you actually get to request videos that show up right here on these streams. If you're looking to just watch the longer form content or any blocked content, join the episode tier. I think of it basically like a month-long movie ticket. You get access to all the longer form content that is hosted on toddreacts.com by the season and series tiers, but you just don't request any yourself, so it's obviously cheaper. So go ahead and check that out today. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the Todd Reacts YouTube channel if you have not already. Most of you have not. And how do I know this? A little thing called analytics. On the back end of YouTube, they give you numbers. What you do with those numbers is up to you, right? Some people maybe ignore it, don't really give it much thought. Some people probably study it like crazy, like Mr. Beast probably just looks at those numbers all day long and, focuses on retention and time spent on the video and all that stuff. But I don't tend to go that maniacal into it. But I did have this stick out to me, which is basically the watch time for April, all of April. And 84% of that watch time was by non-subscribers. So here's my plea. Sign up today for YouTube. It's like I'm doing an ad for YouTube, right? It's free, it's easy, and it helps the creators a lot. Now, numbers of subscribers doesn't really amount to much, but number one, it makes sure your videos gets in front of the people that actually want to see your video, which is great. And also, it's great for notifying you if I have a new video. And also, honestly, it's more of a, more of a feeling of, oh, I'm actually doing something here. Like it's a bit of a confirmation, if you will, that things are going well or people agree with what you're doing. Very much like a social validation feeling to it. Not really a monetary one. You don't get paid based on subscribers, but it's just kind of a, it's a warm feeling. When you cross 10,000, it feels good. It feels good. And obviously we're marching towards 20,000, which would be super cool. Very interesting. Happy you're all here with me, joining me on this journey, one video of the internet at a time. And I love the fact that you all are requesting the videos. These are member requested videos. I am not picking any of these videos. It is members, viewers like you, which is super cool. I used to, when I originally started this, I was doing the videos for maybe, I don't know, like a month into it. And then I was just like, wait, I'm picking videos out of my algorithm, which I've seen, if I haven't seen the video, I've seen a video like it. Like, how do I get like more of YouTube out of my algorithm? And this was the idea. Have you all push me in whatever algorithm you have, and we all join together and watch it and enjoy it and learn something, which is cool. I've seen a lot of positive comments about, hey, I like the fact that you look into these characters and look into these shows or look into these artists after the fact so you can kind of learn something, and I learned something, and that's super cool. I love that, and I'm glad you're here for a part of that. But yeah, 84% are not subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe today. It's super easy. You get to follow all the creators you enjoy, and they give you, honestly, my biggest push for this is they give you a feed of your subscriptions where you can actually see in chronological order what videos have been posted specifically from the people you subscribe to. So it's like a homepage, but you guarantee you've subscribed to these. It doesn't give you like a random video, which is awesome. And then what also is cool is it gives you the profile images or the avatars, if you will. of each channel you're subscribed to. And if they posted a new video, it puts a little blue dot next to it. So you know this channel specifically has a new video that you have not seen, which is super cool. And it syncs throughout devices and whatnot. So if you watch some on your phone, you can watch on your TV later or whatever. It's super cool. So go ahead and join YouTube today. It is free. You do not have to use that email account that you create for it. I don't use it, which is why, you know, my email is different than a Gmail account. I'm not a huge fan of Gmail, so you don't have to use it because I don't even use it. Go ahead and check out the Todd Reacts Plays channel. Oh, let me get rid of that. It's blocking it. There we go. Go ahead and check out the Todd Reacts Plays channel on YouTube. It is my gaming channel. What I was starting to do is I was starting to post gaming streams on the main channel, but it's not the same audience. Like there's no bleed over there. So the videos weren't performing very well. And instead of just nuking my channel, I was like, you know what? I'll just create a new one. I'll go live on it. So all these games that I play is live. It's actually dual streamed to Twitch and to this YouTube channel. So go ahead, check it out. I just did chapter 5, episode 5, whatever you want to call it, of Life is Strange. It was the finale. It was fantastic. About 3 hours worth of gaming. What a wonderful game. Absolutely wonderful. I highly recommend checking out the series. I do have playlists on here. If you hit the playlist, you'll actually get to see all 5 videos of Life is Strange here. And you can check out the full Fortnite streams as well. I do Fortnite streams because I just like Fortnite. And the big poll here for this channel is the fact that you are going to get to select which games I play. You vote on it. So I'm going to run a poll like I did with Life is Strange on the channel, in the Discord, etc. And the viewers are going to get to select which game I play next. So there you go. I'll play whatever you guys want me to play. Whatever you all want me to play. It should be fun. It should be interesting. It's basically my time away to play video games. I've been playing them since I was a kid. Am I, you know, the greatest? Am I a professional player? No. No, I am not. But I do enjoy them, and it's always a fun hangout session with you all. And it just kind of gives us more time together to hang out and chill and play some video games. Maybe it's a game you've seen before. Maybe it's a game you've never heard of. So I had never seen anything about Life is Strange prior, and it was very exciting. The story was fantastic. It had a great ending. And yeah, go ahead and check it out. Subscribe today. And you know what? I'm going to talk about this first. Go ahead and join the Discord as well. It is free, open to the public. I think right now we have 66 members as of last checking. So go ahead and join. I'd love to get as many of you on there as possible. We have most opinions as possible. As you can see, there's an events tab at the top here, which is literally where I post or update gaming streams as well as the reactions with a link and everything, and it reminds you when I'm live and everything. It is fantastic. I'm going to keep updating that as we go throughout. Welcome channel, request a channel. So if you want a channel to talk to and talk in, and you're really interested in something and you don't see it listed already in the reaction section, you can. Very easy. All you do is just put the name and I create a channel for it. And you can go to town. You can put images, videos of it, whatever you want. And you can meet people that are into what you're into. Cool. Introduce yourself. Obviously not too personal information on there, but you can obviously introduce yourself without going too overboard. Updates from Todd, which is literally me updating you on streams or cancellations or anything like that. Merch, anything to do with merch. If you have views, if you have photos in the merch that you want to post, absolutely go for it. If you have merch ideas, let me know. Discord ideas. If you have any ideas to make the Discord a better place, let me know. All feedback is good feedback, as far as I'm concerned. Then we have the reactions threads, which is literally everything you could possibly want it. If you want to talk about a show, a band, music, whatever, put it down there. Just put it in the, where is it? Request a channel. I'll make it. Then you can go to town. Then we have some fun streams, or some fun channels, excuse me. Some fun channels. I talked about Life is Strange. I gave it a rating. You can go ahead and check it out. I gave a tiny little review on it. Kind of my overall thoughts. If you want to talk about any sort of game, any upcoming games, any upcoming systems, I think we're on 10th generation, right? Like PS6 or whatever. Memes, all the memes you can muster, put it in there. Pet pics, that's always great to see. Need some advice, book club, any sort of books you're into, books you have on your bookshelf that you haven't read yet, they're collecting dust. Food pictures, I mean, who doesn't love looking at food? Rant rave, you can just rant about anything you want to rant about. Music, what are you listening to? What are you into? What songs, have piqued your interest, at least lately? What concerts have you gone to? Everything in there. Artists assemble. What are you working on? What have you worked on? What does your work look like, etc. So go ahead and join today. It is free. The link is everywhere. It's in the YouTube description. It's on podreacts.com. It's on the Twitter, the Twitch profile. It's everywhere. So go ahead and join today. It is continually getting better, and the more people we have in there, the better the conversation's good. So go ahead and join today. Also, I wanted to bring this up. If you are an episode tier, a season tier, or a series tier, you get access to the long form content on the website. Here's a little preview. If you go to toddreacts.com and you hit sneak peek, it'll be there. Or you can hit members only and then feed, and you can see what's all been listed, but it just won't show anything, which is cool. It's like a new wrinkle to the website where you can actually see the feed. You just can't see anything that's been posted. But you can see titles of it and stuff like that. You get kind of a preview. Obviously, this is a little easier because it just lists all the episode reactions. See those at a glance instead of scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. But that option's there too. And I believe that's... Oh, I almost forgot. How did I almost forget? I have no idea. The summer collection of merch is here. It dropped June 1st at midnight Eastern Standard Time. It is here for 119 days, 11 hours, and 55 minutes. So basically it ends, the summer collection leaves September 30th. So it is available for a limited time, and then we switch back to the winter collection with some new items. And these are some new items currently in the store for the summer selection: the tank top, the women's athletic shorts, the crop tee, the polo, the jersey, a new leggings, and then some items from last year. You've seen me in this hoodie multiple times. It is very soft. I love it. Crop hoodie is great as well. It's made by the same company, so they're equally soft. And yeah, I'm currently wearing this, although this is the first iteration of it. The logo in the middle. This is the updated version with the logo on the side. Also, this one says Todd Reacts on it. So this was the first rough draft of that. So go ahead and check it out today. I'm excited for you all to check this out. Ships everywhere. Members on the website save 15% off every order automatically. If you're a YouTube channel member, you save 5%. There's a promo code. All you do is just copy and paste it in when you're checking out, and you're good to go. Yeah. So enjoy. Check it out. Oh. We also have new accessories as well. This insulated tumbler with a metal straw is new. We have a new listing for the tote bag, which is actually less expensive, which is great. Mouse pad as well. So I had the desk mat on there for the longest time, which is what's currently on my desk. But I also realized some people don't have that large of a space to give towards a desk mat. So the mouse pad is new, available. It is an exact copy of the style of the desk mat. And we also have a new water bottle. It is a Camelback branded water bottle. It's fantastic. I've had one of these before it was branded. And you'll be seeing it quite a lot on this channel. Go ahead and check out the shop today. Let's get into that first video. Let's see here. First video is... Oh, you know what? I didn't bring it up. I didn't select the new videos. I knew I was missing something this morning. You know what? It's probably because I haven't had enough caffeine. I'm just barely skating by. But let's go ahead and bring it up now. All right. It is Sam and Rowena, Loving You is a Losing Game. And it is from, obviously, from Supernatural. As you might recognize those names. All right. See if we can pull that up immediately.
Is not our friend, right?
There we go.
Yeah, I know that.
Can't believe you called Rowena.
Hell, I was even thinking maybe Rowena. I already called her.
Am I saved to your contacts now? Tell me, have I got my own ringtone?
This is serious. We may need your help. We need your help, Rowena. We need you. The only question is, will you help me?
Told you you'd need me.
I wanted intel, Rowena, not a house call.
Well, I have a feeling you'll come to thank me. You're welcome.
We owe you one. We owe you one. Small one.
Also, it never hurts to have a Winchester owe you one. And don't think I won't collect.
You know, I gotta say, I got a pretty good feeling about bringing Rowena in on this one. I think her and Sam have a chance of cracking it. They do have many books. Yes, they do.
Hey, you're not going anywhere, pal.
Yeah, about that.
What? Is this a trick, Samuel? I thought we were beyond this. Trick me before, Samuel. Why'd I believe a word you say? What in the hell is this?
Insurance.
One thing I will say about Dean and Sam is that they are very protective over anyone that's even remotely associated with them or in any sort of danger. I think they just assume everybody's in danger if they're close to them, but it is amazing to see them kind of have that protector sense about them.
We had an agreement. Giant. There's no trust. Are we not a team?
No. There is no we. And I obviously don't trust you.
Obviously.
What do you need?
Loosely translated. A heart and an assistant. Dibs on Samuel.
What? You know, you're like Rowena's protege. A regular Ginger Jr.
You're as close to a seasoned witch as we've got in this lot. I'm a flawed, petty, evil creature, Samuel. I'll turn you into a moose, an actual moose.
You can't.
I'm sorry, Sam. I do wish there was another way.
We can find a way, all right? There has to be another way.
That's what I admire in you, Samuel. That plucky optimism. To perform the spell I have to die. It has to be you that kills me. And you do me.
No, no.
Yes, Samuel. This is all there is left. I know we've gotten quite fond of each other, haven't we? And you're mortal. But will you let the world die? Let your brother die. Just so I can live.
No.
Oh, wow.
Miss her. That's my boy.
I killed her. Sit down.
Sorry. Not interested. Goodbye.
No. Stop.
Goodbye, boys.
Rowena.
Samuel, please.
It's pretty clear Rowena was a mentor and obviously helped them tremendously. Wow. Beautiful edit. Link it down below in the YouTube description. The original edit, go throw it some much deserved love. Always good to see a supernatural edit. The show clearly has touched on pretty much everything after, 15 seasons, 16 seasons, somewhere around there. I've always loved Sam and Dean's relationship, but to see other characters come in and have similar, if not more close relationships with, closer relationships with Sam or Dean is pretty fantastic. It's pretty clear that one that interacts with them is really protected in a way, although he did kill Rowena. Obviously, he did fear for her life, and it was not an easy thing to do. As you saw in his face, that sheer amount of like pain and suffering just having to do that. I'm assuming he had to do it or something bad was good. It just seems to be the case with the show. I haven't seen much of the show, as you know, if you've been watching for a while. I only saw maybe the first, I can't remember how long ago this was, but I was like, oh, let me just watch through the whole series. I think I got through like 5 episodes and I got busy or something like that and just completely forgot that I was doing it. But yeah, such an amazing show. I've seen off and on episodes and clips and whatnot over the years. Usually around October, TNT, which is a US based basic cable channel, would typically run marathons of that show. So I would just catch one every once in a while, and I was never disappointed. It's very easy to just jump into one of those and just watch it, enjoy it, and then move on. But let's go ahead and bring up some information on Sam and Rowena's relationship. Quote says, and this is Rowena convinces a reluctant Sam to kill her, rupture. I don't care about anything enough to take my own life, not you, your brother, not even the world, but I believe in prophecy. I believe in magic. And I'm here, and you're here, and everything we need to end this night in our hands. I know this in my bones. It has to be this way. Do it. Kill me, Samuel. I know we've gotten quite fond of each other, haven't we? But will you let the world die? Let your brother die, just so I can live. Without spoiling anything, that seems oddly familiar to Life is Strange. I literally just went through this moral quandary. There's one thing I'll say about that game. This is totally unrelated, other than the fact that it's a very similar ending here, is that it puts you in situations where you have to make really interesting choices. I mean, it's not easy. And streaming it is a whole different thing, because then you have eyeballs on you as you're making those choices, and you're just like, I guess this one? It's very strange. But yeah, lots of serious choices. And that, honestly, this seems like a pretty serious choice, but it's very much like that. I can't remember the whole saying or how it went, but it was very much like, would you save the life of one for the many? Or would you save the lives of many for one? Obviously, the correct answer, the quote-unquote correct answer, would be save many lives over one life. But, you know, you never know when you're put in that situation what you'll actually do and who exactly is being sacrificed. That could change completely with who is and who isn't being sacrificed, but I don't know. Sam Winchester and the witch Rowena have a complicated relationship. Starting out as mortal enemies, they evolved into friends, and even something as a mentor-student relationship, as I noted while watching. The complicated nature of this relationship is highlighted by the fact that Sam was fated to be Rowena's one true killer. Wow. That is interesting. The Winchesters season 1 is currently streaming on the CW and HBO Max. What? Winchester. The relationship between Sam and Rowena is a complicated one in general due to Rowena's evil nature, and originally, the two often found themselves at odds and only reluctantly working together for situations of mutual benefit. As Rowena proves to be untrustworthy, Sam often works with her under supervision and iron chains. Following Rowena's death at the hands of Lucifer and her subsequent resurrection, a situation in which she's betrayed the Winchesters and Crowley to help Lucifer, their alliance became somewhat less reluctant and more willing in nature, with Rowena helping the Winchesters against Lucifer in darkness to save the world. Rowena having a change of heart following the war with the darkness, she became more of a willing ally, coming to the Winchesters' aid against the Laughlin family and helping with her grandson Gavin after Sam calls upon Rowena for help. In both cases, she had something to gain for herself, but also put herself into danger against the Laughlins to help save Dean. So there is a bit of selfishness to it, but she did ultimately save Dean, apparently. So, I mean, yeah, that's not bad for an evil being. That's not bad. After Rowena's second death at the hands of Lucifer and subsequent resurrection, relationship with Sam became closer due to the two sharing traumatizing experiences at the hands of the Archangel, giving them a greater understanding of each other. As a result, Sam gave Rowena the ritual she needed to remove the bindings on her powers so that she could protect herself. Not long later, the relationship took on a whole new dimension when Sam and Rowena learned that every version of her final fate had Sam as Rowena's one true killer. That's awesome. That is so cool. Despite this, Rowena couldn't bring herself to kill Sam. That's wonderful. And began seeking redemption at his suggestion, becoming more selfless interactions and helping while asking for nothing in return. Wow. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Following the death of Mary Winchester, Rowena attempted to help bring her back because of how devastated Sam and Dean were, even creating a resurrection spell for the job, and was later revealed. In addition, Rowena and Sam's relationship took a turn towards a more mentor-student relationship. I guess I said turn too early. With Sam learning various things about the practice of witchcraft from Rowena. Rowena called Sam the closest thing they had to a witch besides her and trusted Sam to act as her assistant in casting a spell. They've changed from mortal enemies to close friends who dearly cared about each other. Rowena's death had a profound impact on Sam, who continued to reel from her loss for some time afterwards. That's amazing. What is this, the Winchester? Supernatural spin-off centered on Sam and Dean's parents. Follows an untold love story of how John met Mary and how they put everything on the line to save the world. Premiered 2022 on the CW. Told from the perspective of Dean. Created by Jensen. I guess Jensen is in it a little bit. Supernatural star Jensen and Daniil team up with Supernatural writer Robbie Thompson for this thrilling prequel to a long-running hit series. Before Sam and Dean, they were the parents. Told from the perspective of narrator Dean. Interesting. How is this? I'm assuming if you've seen Supernatural, you're probably like, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. Yeah, I'd be interested to hear. Hey, Rowena. I'd be interested to hear everybody's thoughts on. Okay, so Jensen, uncredited narrator and photograph only. Episodes 1 through 10 and Oh, it was 13 episodes. There you go. So I'm assuming this was a limited run series. Huh. Very odd. I get it. It's a super powerful, super big fan base there. Might as well try a spin-off. But the question is, how did it do? What were your feelings on it? Do you think it was good? Do you think it was bad? Let me know down below in the comments. Let's go ahead and move to the second video, which is Young Royals, Family Line, Season 2, from the perspective of Wilhelm, I'm assuming. Let's go ahead and jump in. I have no idea how loud this is going to be, so in the initial moments, I didn't set this up prior to stream, it could be a little loud, or it could be a little soft. We'll figure it out. Let me move over to myself, so when I'm doing some timestamps, I can easily timestamp it. That's kind of the inside baseball here. As I move over to myself, that way I know next clip is starting. There you go. Let's jump in. Oh wow, that's so tiny. Look at that. Look at that tiny video. Alright, let's adjust this, obviously.
Jag vill börja med att säga att det finns ingen som är mer besviken på mig än min familj.
Alright, let's make it a little bigger so we can see those subtitles. Kind of small.
Mamma, jag tänker inte börja på något internat.
Det är redan bestämt.
Ja, utan mig.
Du är bara tyst.
Oh gosh.
Jag är blått blod i laget också. Jag ser fram emot att träffa drottningen igen. Var ett tag sedan. De kommer inte. August är familj. Du kan lita på August. Han är som en...
Scattered across my family line, I'm so good at telling lies that came from my mother's
Wilhelm har allt. Förlåt. Ska jag säga det? Förlåt. Stoj för fan att det var dig jag kunde gå till! Om jag hade problem! Du sa att jag var plats i ligan!
Jag skyddar dig.
Familjen och jag skyddar kungahuset och vårt arv. Det är det enda som kan ge Erikström något som helst.
Förstår väl att det här kommer att få konsekvenser.
Tänk om jag bara vill vara ihop med honom. Jag vill inte säga någonting. De tycker jag var normalt.
Du är kompis.
Har ni för fan förstört mitt liv?
Oh wow. That's a powerful statement. His dead brother ruined his life.
Oavsett vad, de kan inte bestämma vad du ska säga. Du har inte bett om det här.
Men det är ingen som har bett om det här.
Yeah, you're just kind of born into it. Kind of way the, you know, you could be born into a family that's super wealthy or born into a family that's super poor. You could be born into a normal family. You could be born into royalty. Like it's all just one big, I don't know, crapshoot, if you will. A lottery. Well, wow. A Reluctant Crown Prince. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go through it. Much love. That was an excellent edit. A great song. I've always enjoyed that song. Who sings it? If you know, let me know. because I'm interested in listening to it, or at least adding it to a playlist or something. But gosh, I can't even imagine being put into that situation where you're second in line, or no, you're third in line, and the person above you dies. And all of a sudden, you think you're going to have this, very easygoing, not really involved, but kind of involved life. And then all of a sudden, you are put at the forefront of you're next up. Like, you're in the box, you're swinging the baseball bat, you're warming up, like you're about to go on to the stage. That was so many different illusions I just did and just mixed them all up. But it's like you're, going on stage and you're waiting in the wings and you're just like, okay, spotlight's about to be on me. My life, my relationships, everything. Like, that is just crazy to think about. Most of us, damn near all of us, will have no idea what that's like. Closest thing I have to a spotlight is that ring light right above my head. Sometimes it gets a little bright and, hurts the eyes a little bit. But, yeah, it's one of those things where you're just like, I don't know how I would act if I was the crown prince and all these eyeballs. Every time you went out, you'd have paparazzi all over you. Every time you went out, you're in a chauffeured car. I don't even know if royalty drives themselves. I'm assuming they don't if they're in a large enough country. That changes everything, right? What's up, Willow? How's it going? Critical Role. Nice. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It is. I don't even know how I would react to that, honestly. I don't even know how I would react to that. Oh gosh. I'm just thinking about it, like, life would be very interesting to have that much pressure put on you. Because, just as a normal person, you don't have that much pressure other than to keep yourself alive. Keep a roof over your head. Make sure you can eat a meal or something. But I can't imagine having that many eyeballs on you at all times. And any sort of mistake you make, big headline news. Oh, gosh. You could never just walk into a grocery store. Like, I know celebrities, like certain A-list celebrities, kind of go through that a little bit. They always have paparazzi on them and whatnot. But this is a whole different level. Like, anywhere you go is an event. Like, if you go to a store, they close the store. You go to a, sporting event, you're in a box, and they are definitely putting a camera on you, and it's going to have your name under you. Like, you are definitely going to get seen and pointed out, especially considering his sexuality and things he wants. Right, exactly. Like, it's all about the family name, the legacy, right? Any sort of tarnish as they see it or whatever that's put on that name is going to be scandalous and all that stuff. Like, it is just, I can't even imagine what that is like. Especially at that young of an age, you're just constantly, at that point, I was just constantly in my own world. Like, I can't imagine thinking about other things like that. Where you're just trying to figure out your life, who you are, what you want to do. But I guess it's already been decided what he's going to do. But it's unbelievable. I cannot imagine. Romantic relationship with Simon. Wilhelm and Simon have a difficult relationship defined by many points of tension. Wilhelm's position as a prince and later crown prince mean he cannot be open about a gay relationship, and Simon struggles with this. Even when they are finally out, Simon still struggles with being told what to do and how to act. That's another thing. Anybody that's ever in your life has to adopt that, like, royal behaviors, expected behaviors, etc. Like, that is, anyone that's ever going to be associated with you has to adopt that. So that is just You're going to have a lot of people leave your life. You're going to have a lot of people use your life. Like, it is just a nightmare. Simon still struggles with being told what to do and how to act. Their class differences are a huge barrier between them. I'm sure they are. However, they both care for each other deeply, and they share many tender moments. Actually, what we saw a lot of in that video was Queen Christina. Go ahead and read this. Queen Christina is Wilhelm's mother. During their first interaction, she is chiding him for his irresponsible behavior. Irresponsible. Although she hasn't said anything about his actual actions of going to a nightclub underage and getting into a fight. His mother, she is very concerned with the effect they will have on the public's perception of him and their family. That is it. That is like everything. When Wilhelm raises his hand to his mouth to bite his nails, which is one of his self-soothing activities, she slaps it down. Christina goes on, reminding him that being a prince is a privilege, not a punishment. Yeah, it can be both. It can be both. Which is a mantra she repeats to him in episode 6 after the video leak. He texts her late at night on his first day at Halerska to beg to return home, but she insists that he will get used to life at school. Boarding school is definitely something that I'm assuming a lot of higher-ups do in the U.S. as well as the U.K. And other countries, obviously. Not something I ever dealt with or have any experience in, but I know they exist. Certainly private schools exist, but this is like a step above that. During Eric's funeral, she holds his hand and pushes him forward when it comes time to exit the church. At dinner the night of, she laments about how she had been prepared her entire life to inherit the throne, but nobody expected for Wilhelm to have to wear the crown one day. She tells him that he can't make any more mistakes and begins to cry when Wilhelm tells her that he's already spent his entire life being compared to Eric. Gosh. Oh, that would be brutal. She comes to speak to him in his dorm after the video is released. She initially greets him by gently pushing his hair out of his face, but the next clip of them is much more impersonal, where she is sitting at his desk and then moves to continue the conversation next to him under his bed. She tells her son that they can't pretend as if the rumors don't exist, but he can still deny them as his face wasn't clear in the video. She also lets him know that he shouldn't be seen with Simon for the time being, so as to not fuel the rumors anymore. While leaving, she strokes his cheek and runs a hand down his arm as a goodbye. She unexpectedly comes with Wilhelm's transportation to escort him back home. Although she isn't happy to see Simon come from Wilhelm's dorm, she greets him politely and doesn't let her displeasure show until she is alone with Wilhelm. That is something... Oh, that is so classic. I'm sure we've all been through this, where you actively don't like somebody or being around somebody makes you uncomfortable or whatever, but you put on that brave public face, right? And you're just like, oh, hey, good to see you, good to see you. And meanwhile, you're smiling, but you're just in your head, you're just like, oh, God. I'm sure we've all been in some moment like that. When Wilhelm asks why he can't just live a normal private life with Simon, she replies that he is a crown prince. That is a privilege, not a punishment. She implores him to decide if Simon is really worth all the trouble it will bring to Wilhelm and his family, revealing that she herself had an unfortunate relationship before meeting his father. Oh. Quote, we have one chance to make this go away. I urge you to take it. The breaking point is when Wilhelm calls his mother after confirming that it was August who recorded and posted the video, only for him to find out that she had learned days prior and had decided not to tell him in fear of how he'd react. He tells him that there are no winners if they go public with the information, as it would contradict the story that Wilhelm is not the only participant. When Wilhelm asks why she's protecting August, she tells him that she's protecting Wilhelm. As she says that protecting the family is the only thing that can give Eric's death any meaning, Wilhelm hangs up on her and the relationship is not shown to be particularly warm, but is antagonistic, either. Her primary care is protecting the monarchy. Not surprising, right? And her family's reputation, not surprising as well. which puts her at odds with Wilhelm's longing for independence and normalcy. Her priorities are shown when he calls her after confronting August about posting the video, and she admits that she was already aware of August's involvement and purposely withheld the information in order to protect the public image of their family, as well as how he would react emotionally. Yeah, well, I kind of get this. I get why she's trying to protect the crown, reputation, and all that stuff. But dang. Ugh. It would be such a weird position to be Wilhelm in this situation. Because you want to live a normal life. You're craving it. You're living a life that, you know your mother is going to freak out about. Maybe the press. Who knows? And then you have this duty which you don't want, and just constantly torn between, act a certain way or be yourself. Ugh. Oh, I'm putting myself in that situation and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Yeah, it's definitely a privilege to wake up, knowing you're a crown prince. But it can definitely be like torture as well. Because you're just expected to do what you're expected to do. Like, you have no say in it. Maybe if you're king or whatever, you get to change things up a little bit and try to change things. But in that moment, as a crown prince, you're just kind of stuck. What's up, Slater? She is not close to a mother of the year, and his father is pretty much hands off of the father thing. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of guessing, because I didn't see the father at all in that clip. Very rarely have I seen the father, which is interesting. Very interesting. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday, both of you. God, what a situation. I am not jealous of that. What is the video leak? I'm assuming it involved, obviously, Wilhelm. And I'm assuming it's sexual in nature. Just because they go on to mention the video leak, but they never actually describe what the video leak is. But I'm assuming it is not good. I'm assuming it was a private moment that went public. Boy, that would really do it. I'm surprised she even greeted him at that point. Oh my gosh. What's going on, Jace? Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Simon and Wilhelm were being together in Wilhelm's room, and his cousin taped it from outside. Oh my gosh. What? Cousin taped it? Oh, that's wild. That is wild. Good grief. Thanks for the context on that, but that context, oh my gosh. That's terrible. Then he got mad at Wilhelm, then leaked it. Oh, gosh. Well, I'm assuming that cousin is kind of jealous, honestly. Maybe he wants to be crown prince or something. Who knows? Yeah, exactly. Terrible cousin. Probably like 8th in line or something. But yeah, that's brutal. I feel pretty bad for Wilhelm being in this situation. And obviously Simon as well. I mean, can't choose who you love. And he just happens to be involved with somebody that has a lot of expectations placed upon it. You have to adapt to those expectations in order to be around them, which just, that's a whole other thing. If you want to be in the crown prince's life, you gotta, join that cult, basically. August is a cousin. His name is used a lot. August is very jealous. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Simon was collateral damage. Yeah, gosh. Hey. That is too bad. Yeah, I am not jealous of that situation. It would be very difficult. Very difficult. Let's go ahead and move on to the third video of the day, which is... Let's see. It is Jester is the Cleric Critical Role Campaign 2. Hopefully this is not too loud. Unfortunately, I did not set these up prior to stream. I knew I was forgetting something. Knew I was. Monday, I didn't have my caffeine yet. I knew I was forgetting something. So the video could either be super loud or it could be super small like that video was. What's up, Willow? I think you should do the Google answer question first. Is that the other video? Let me download that quick. All right, let me pull that up. It's the other less than 30-minute video, the first one. Oh, okay. Let me look that up really quick. Let's see. Did I have that selected? Is it the campaign 2 without context, but with some spoilers? Or is it, what's the title on that? No? Oh gosh. Okay. While you're looking for that, let me run the next video while we're trying to figure this out in the background. Because, all right, let's do. Appreciate that, Jace. Let's do the next one. It's Smosh. The Moyer board game is wild is the title. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we will get that going. Appreciate everyone hanging in there.
We're playing a really, really fun game. Believe it or not, Moyer has a board game. It's actually awesome, and we're literally going to play it today. We literally all have DNA test results, and the goal of the game is not to be the father. And I'm literally
Oh
trying
my
to get
gosh,
through this without
really?
laughing. Stop! We all have...
I don't know if you've ever seen the Moyer show or whatnot, but it started off as a very interesting show. Like it was, it had many different like show topics and whatnot. But what they found is that this paternity test show did so much better than the other ones that they just continually kept doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. Like it was unbelievable. To the point where that Moyer show just became one big paternity test. And the whole thing was like, you are not the father or whatever, or you are the father, or you're, and then they'd bring in like wild stories, like maybe the cousin was the father or something like that. It just got worse and worse and worse. It was very funny because as soon as, it would say like, you are not the father, the mother would literally get up from the chair and run like around the studio and down the halls. Like it was very weird. And then the camera guy would like follow her. It was like shaky cam, like action movie kind of thing every time. I don't know why they did that. Maybe just to get away from the public eye because it was very embarrassing. But, and sometimes, sometimes when they were when they weren't the father would do like crazy things on stage. Like this one time, this guy did like a backflip or whatever. It was just very odd. The whole thing was very odd, but it was very entertaining for a weird reason.
Popularity points. Stop. And we all are going to say quotes from the
Jeremy
game
Kyle?
in order to try
Interesting.
not to be the father of the baby.
Let's
That's
go.
it.
Let's go.
Just a heads up,
Who here has watched
links
the
don't
most
work in
Moyer
chat.
Puppet? Or who here has watched the most
That's
like
kind of
trash
a,
TV similar caliber?
Honestly, that was a way that I could not have
Yeah,
like
my
spammers
parents,
like post
didn't
links
let me
all day
watch,
long
like,
because that's
Moyer or
been
Jerry
a thing
Springer.
on Twitch.
I didn't watch a lot of.
Rest in peace.
I think I ended up watching a lot of Judge Judy at points.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Judge Judy.
with the
Where
law.
I ended up watching the most of it was I was in the lobby of some place.
Oh yeah.
It's always playing in
And
the
it's
lobby.
juicy only there, but then you go back home and you're
And
like,
how that
"What's
works is
up?"
I literally
Miss
take, unless it's
Taylor.
mentioned,
That's
the first
Judge
one should be
Taylor,
first,
you.
I literally take
there's
all the videos of the month and just randomly pick it. So
there's
it
Judge Judy.
makes sense that I would
now
pick
a
the
new
second
one where
video
they're
instead of
like,
the
well,
first
there's
video.
Judge
So it has to be
Harvey.
like,
Steve Harvey.
if you want the first video, you gotta
Yeah,
point it
I'll
out.
watch
Like,
that.
do this one
No
first,
way.
Yeah.
please.
Steve
And then I'll
Harvey is
obviously
also a judge now.
figure that out.
And then a guy will be
so
like,
good.
yeah, I ran him over with my car, and Steve goes,
But Maury is like the king of sitting on a couch,
Yeah.
like you guys.
we calculated that Maury Povich started doing this show when I was born.
And he like reads DNA test results, and then people
Yeah, it was old.
lose their mind.
It's been around for a
And that's the
while.
best part of the show. Not really him, just
We're gonna
people
try and-
freaking out.
We're gonna channel that.
It's ultimately
Yeah.
Do it justice.
very sad show, but
we are gonna have fun.
well, we're gonna have fun
Gonna
today.
laugh.
All right, basically it's a
All right,
numbers
grabbing
game.
the
So
link.
who wants to go first? You'll see how it goes.
I'll go first. This is Wei. I'm not the father, Kim.
Oh.
I didn't feel any sympathy pains while she was pregnant. That's why I'm not the dad.
Whoa.
You hit on other girls all day long.
Whoa.
Well, I can't have kids. My soldiers are not marching.
Whoa.
Whoa,
that's
she-
a
That's a
five.
five.
She laid a 5 on there.
Whoa.
That's a five.
So you have to
Damn.
beat it with a certain number, and or match it. And I do not have a battle card at that.
You gave 2 You Are Not the Father cards?
Wow.
Oh, so I gained 2 you're not the father cards?
Yeah.
Yo, shit.
Whoa.
That's right.
And
That's
that
right.
means Courtney's odds of not being the father just went up. Huge.
Just went up.
Huge.
Big moves early on.
Huge, if true.
All right, everyone. I just gotta say,
This is where having
Maury,
fast internet
I'm
helps
a lover,
tremendously.
not a father.
Oh.
Well, you both snore the same.
Oh, hell no. Well, guess what? Regardless of what the results say, I'm gonna be there because I've been there.
Whoa! That's a 5 if
I got
had a
nothing to say to
five.
that. I got nothing to say to that. That's fine.
Gains 3 popularity.
Boo! Shiggy, shiggy, shoop. That's what I say.
Oh,
All right.
awesome.
I don't know what that means, but that's just what I say.
Sick.
God as my witness. I gain 1 popularity for every card I play after this.
Whoa.
God as my witness. That baby looks exactly like the pizza delivery man. He's the baby's daddy, not me.
Whoa.
Okay, this is an old reference. Pizza
This is such a
delivery
weird
man.
game.
I know.
Anybody want to fight? Anybody want to fight
Anybody
that?
want to fight?
I am 1,000,000% sure you are the father.
Okay.
That's not a joke, that's just a statement.
I can't even have kids. A horse kicked me in the groin. Switcheroo.
You know what DNA stands for? Does not.
You can't play that.
Yeah, you can't. Oh, no, it has to be red.
What are you trying to do?
Both of you have an extra toe.
I can't fight that. I
Oh
can't
my God,
fight that.
you lose 1 You Are Not the Father.
Oh.
And
What
then each
a
of us have
weird,
in
yeah,
our,
exactly.
envelopes,
That
each
is
of
such
us
a
have
strange thing to
1,
monetize.
You are the father, and 2, you are not the father. So him losing his "you are not the father" means he's closer to being the father, and that's how reproductive things.
What is the point of this game?
Okay. I'm no mathematician, but the timing just doesn't add up.
It just doesn't have
And another thing.
the feel of the show.
I've got
Because the
a
show
generic
you
face.
think is
I
real,
look like
obviously it's
everybody, but that doesn't
written.
mean I'm their daddy.
Wow.
I'm assuming everyone involved was an
That
actor.
card knew.
It says, play this card after you play a blue or red card, then immediately play another card of the same color and add them together.
So you just played a
3
five.
points.
Yeah, well, you got the same dimples.
You freaking
What do you have to say about that?
That's all I got.
Oh,
What happened?
You
my
lose
God.
a you are not the father card.
Oh, you're almost the father.
I don't care.
Okay. Here we freaking go. I'm gonna go back to what I said before when it was so embarrassing. You know what DNA stands for? Does not add up. Whoa. Anybody want to freaking challenge that? That's a high.
Well,
bar.
if you didn't want to be a daddy, you should have kept your khakis on.
Coming for the Dockers.
Damn it, I played a high card and I don't have anything.
What happened to you?
You lose 1, you are not the father card.
Cool.
Oh my God.
Really cool. Ian?
I'm working 2 jobs, but I always make time for that baby. Your face is like that baby's looking in a mirror.
Whoa.
So ergo, the dad.
I've got something to say about that.
Oh.
3 different psychics told me those are not my children. Oh wait. Draw 3 cards first. Sorry.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow, ammo.
If you were half a man, you'd admit you were the whole daddy.
That baby's got 1 blue eye and 1 brown eye. Know who else does? Her ex.
What is?
God.
I would
He freaking
never play
got
this.
You, dude.
I would
What's it?
never
Oh, you
play
got 2
this.
different things?
Game 2, you are not the father.
You played it well. Can't be me. I wear briefs and my boys get too hot. Doctor said so.
Well, you're acting like the biggest baby in this whole situation.
I stayed home with the baby while she was out partying.
Oh, is that right? Well, you were texting another girl right in front of her face.
I have nothing. Lose 1 popularity.
Not being less popular.
Okay, I'm too tickled to not play this one.
Hell yeah.
Look, guys, I'm very ugly. That baby is too cute to be mine.
You got your rocks off. Now man up and get a rock on her finger.
Wow.
Okay, got some people in the room.
You got me so good. I can't fight that.
Dang.
So I lose a popularity.
That's not
Oh,
that bad.
buddy.
You knock me down.
You're blind if you think that baby looks like me. You need to get your eyes checked. And another thing.
Oh, shit.
I was in a coma when she got pregnant. I can't be the baby's father.
God.
Combined 8.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
All right.
Oh.
I think I'll be taking one of these.
I
All right.
think so.
I think you can.
Ian, you're lying and everyone knows it.
Let's go, liar queen.
But I paid off her car note.
Bill, like a bill.
Okay.
A bill, her car payment.
You and the baby both whine the same, just like you're whining now.
Oh.
My heart. I can't fight that.
Well, then you must lose 1. You are not the father.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, she just wants me to be the baby's dad because I'm a YouTube celebrity.
Shut up!
You've done nothing for this baby. No diapers, no wipes, nothing.
Oh.
My God, that was good,
Thank
good
you.
acting.
She was already pregnant when we met.
Oh.
Be louder than that, bitch.
I heard you crying to your mom that you were the father.
Oh no. Oh no.
Lose 1, you're not the father.
Oh.
Yo, the tea is hot. Piping hot.
Arasha, you and the baby are both scared of puppets.
Oh.
And another
Oh.
thing.
Scared of puppets.
You even slept with her best friend.
Oh, Russia.
That's a total. It's a.
Total
You add
6.
those. So it's
You
6.
You can't.
Only if you have.
Damn.
Guess I lose 2 popularity.
Oh no! Angela. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
You keep saying another girl's name in your sleep.
Oh, my God.
What?
Maury looks more like that baby than I do, and he's not the daddy.
Whoa.
Oh.
Bringing Moyer into this.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm done.
Oh my God.
She's done.
Holy.
You gained.
One of the most beautiful concepts of this show was they would have episodes where they would bring in people that were afraid of things that were normal. So I remember one episode, this woman was deathly afraid of pickles. Probably one of those episodes that everybody remembers that's seen the show. But they brought in like a jar of pickles and she ran from like the stage and was like running up into the audience, like just deathly afraid of pickles. And another one was deathly afraid of balloons. And they brought in like a bouquet of balloons or whatever you want to call it. and that person just ran behind stage. That happened a lot. People running behind stage or up the audience stairs, etc. Very interesting.
This is huge because the only card I have left is You Are the Father.
Whoa.
And you're back. So good.
Wow.
And we're back.
We're back.
And
we're back to where it was at the beginning.
And we're back. Shane, you bought beer with the diaper money.
Oh, not the
Ooh.
diaper money.
That is true. That is true.
Oh.
Oh.
You don't have any response?
I got no response.
Whoa.
Wow.
I got no response. But Ian, your girlfriend tried to teach the baby to drive.
Wait. You're
It's
coming
my
after
turn
me
now.
Well, look, man, I spend more time with the baby than she does.
Whoa.
Look at those eyes, same as yours. Boom!
Whoa.
It says boom on there.
Guys.
Boom.
How could you, Shane? I have no defense for that.
That's what I
No.
thought.
Who wrote this
Lose
game?
one, you are
Who
not the father.
wrote this game?
I can't make babies on account. There's something wrong with my seed.
My brother has a cow phobia and
How
lived
can
in
you
a
deny
farming
your baby?
country.
He looks just like
That's
you.
unreal.
She told me I wasn't the
Oh
father.
my gosh.
You were seeing other women while she was pregnant.
My question is, did he move to the
I've
city?
been with a million women and none of them got pregnant. I can't be that baby.
Or at least the suburbs.
This guy was probably so hot.
Weak defense, but I can't say anything.
You gained 2, not the father card.
God dang it.
And we're back.
Cows are very interesting because they're so lovable,
baby
right?
even
So
has your
lovable,
same
but they're also
hairstyle.
huge. So it's like a
Oh my God, what's
interesting dichotomy there of it's a huge animal, but they're also
The lie
very
detector
sweet.
determined that was a lie.
Oh my God! Whoa!
Ooh.
Shit! Play this comeback on any card. That player loses 5 popularity.
Oh my God.
Don't ever come
Wow.
for me. Don't ever. Don't
I was
ever.
gonna come for Chance too.
The audience just like boom!
So what
I
happened?
lost the board, bro.
Seriously.
3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Oh
I'm out
my
of the
God.
Maury
What does that
studio.
even mean?
Don't come for me then. Don't come for me. Okay. As a teenager, I drank a gallon of soda every day. I'm sure I can't have kids after all that.
The one accusing you is the one doing. You are the daddy.
Ooh.
I am positive that test is gonna be negative. Shit!
I wish there
I'm
were
done.
no arguments.
I got nothing.
Okay, I'm gaining 3 popularity.
God has my witness.
God has my witness.
Arasha, you don't even know the baby's middle name.
Put 2 cards down.
That's
Yeah.
what God is my witness card.
What does that do again?
I get a point of popularity every time I place a card.
Oh.
Okay.
You got 10 followers.
I kind of took him to the park once.
That's funny.
Oh.
You don't even have a job.
I'm failing to see where popularity comes into
I
this.
bought that baby some fine clothes just like mine.
Like they tried to ingrain this like social media nature into this, and I'm not seeing why they did
Kind of
that.
worked out for everyone.
No, I'm right here.
Another 10K.
Oh, and it looks like I just picked up the last 2 cards.
Oh. Angela?
Oh.
She's already,
She's already so low.
No, keep going, keep going. No,
but
no,
I can f***ing fight.
Courtney! Courtney!
Why'd you just save her?
Don't you understand where babies come from? It only takes one time.
How can I make a baby when she keeps busting my balls?
That's great.
Well, you haven't paid for anything because you bought a hot tub for your new girlfriend.
Oh!
Those are not cheap.
Oh.
Lose 2 popularity. You're yellow?
Okay, so now that all the cards have been played, we are now going to see who is the father. And there could be only one father. And we are going to go in order of least popular.
You don't say.
So whoever ends up being the father, that is the one.
All right.
Here we go. So yeah, mine first. So we're all gonna hand our envelopes to the left, and they're gonna
Oh, to
announce.
whoever's
Yeah,
the-
to whoever's
left.
yeah,
To the left.
Okay. Oh God, here we go.
Boy. This is scary. I'm gonna give you some.
Angela, in the case of this baby,
I'm literally so fucking nervous.
you are not the father. God dang it.
I knew it. All right.
Wow. Arasha next.
Yeah.
Who has Arasha's? Oh my God,
I do.
you do.
I got really emotional.
I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling.
You
I
actually-
have a bad feeling. I have a
None of us actually are gonna have any babies. This feels crazy. Okay, here we go. You just pick any card.
I chose the top card, but it's
Okay.
up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the top card.
Okay, just remember it'd be better to build
In
it
this
up.
case of baby,
What?
you are not the father.
Never would have guessed.
I have a
Never
whole
would've
life
guessed.
to live.
I love how they made a game out of this.
All right. Shane.
It's like,
all right.
why?
Shane, I'm
Why?
gonna-
You're so
Shane, I'm gonna let you pick. Do you want me to pick from the top, the bottom?
You do what you're gonna do. Do what you're gonna do.
All right.
Gonna do.
In the case of this baby, Shane, you are not the father.
Let's freaking go! Let's go! Yeah! Oh, oh, yeah! Yeah!
Wow.
Damn, this is not looking
I play this
good.
game every day.
Okay, Chance.
Oh my God. Okay, this shouldn't.
Chance.
Oh my God.
In the case of this baby, you are not the father.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
What did I say?
I knew the whole time.
What did I say?
The whole damn time.
I wasn't scared.
And I've
Y'all
always
was scared. I wasn't scared. I told you.
This is not
I knew it wasn't mine.
happening.
I was in it.
Oh my God, this is the last. Oh my God.
That's a good question.
So who's next? So who's going? It's okay.
Courtney now.
Okay.
Okay,
You're a badass bitch.
Courtney. In the case of this baby, you are the father.
This is not far off from the actual show. The audience goes crazy.
I knew it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, hey, the baby is
Yeah.
super cute.
Very cute.
So cute.
Snatched, if I have to say.
Yeah, no, this is definitely my baby. It's definitely my baby.
That adds up.
Wow.
She came out with 2 shoes.
We had a blast playing this game. If you guys liked it, let us know. We'll play again. If there are any other crazy reality games, if there are any talk show games, are those?
If there's a Judge Steve Harvey game, I'll play it.
Yeah, we'll play it.
it.
Yeah, let us know. This was so much fun, you guys.
God.
Hide the fart.
Happy Father's Day, guys.
Oh my gosh, they did that for Father's Day? I'm dead. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. Like I was saying, it's a very interesting show. It started off with lots of different concepts, and then it just devolved into paternity tests every episode. They knew what people were into, and it was very interesting, and I don't know, they just kind of stuck with it. And then they just kept doing it. But I've watched it a couple times. You know, it was very entertaining to see just the crazy people that they would bring in to do this. I mean, imagine having this and actually wanting to like go into a show and do it. Like, especially if there's any sort of real question as to whether or not you're the father. Like that to me is wild, and why you would sign up to do it. Maybe they got paid to do it. I had, my brother's friend was actually on the Steve Harvey show once, as like a guest, and he didn't get paid, but they did fly him out to Chicago, put him in a hotel room, and all that stuff. But it was basically just a free trip to Chicago for like a day. That was it. Like, you didn't get paid just to show up, go on the show. So it's very much just, I don't know, a trip, basically. You get maybe one afternoon and a night in, whatever city they're filming in. So it doesn't really seem worth it to me. But In the UK, a show like it was in trouble for exploiting vulnerable people in the name of entertainment. Yeah, I can't remember. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was called. Naoui, Jesse Raffa. No, Jenny Jones. It was Jenny Jones. See if I can find the article about it. Yep, here it is. Okay. Bring this up. Got canceled due to the fact that there was a wrongful death suit by the family of a slain guest. It was in 12 years of syndication, Chicago-based show, which is unlikely to be renewed. Jones made headlines and sparked a national debate on the ambush tactics used by talk shows in connection with the 95 murder of a Jenny Jones guest who revealed his romantic fantasies of another man during a segment on Secret Admirers. Jonathan was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to at least 25 years in prison for shooting Scott to death 3 days after appearing on the show together. So basically, he was invited to the show and was not told what he was there for. And then his friend or whatever, I can't remember the relationship, came out to him basically and said he was romantically attracted to him. And then that guy who was brought onto the show killed the guy that confessed that. Just unbelievable. During a taping of the segment, which never aired, Scott described his fantasy of covering Jonathan with whipped cream and strawberries. Scott's family sued the show for $71 million, alleging producers surprised Jonathan, led him to believe that his secret admirer would be a woman, and so humiliated him that he was driven to kill Scott. Jury awarded the family $29 million in damages in 1999. The Michigan Court of Appeals overturned the judgment last year. Obviously, this was a long time ago. When was this written? I think it was a long time ago. 2003, so this is very old. But I remember this because it was huge. It was huge news nationally. Yeah, it was just an unbelievable story. Anyway, so we did have kind of a situation there with the talk show getting in trouble. Maury Povich says all his guest stories are real, no matter how crazy. This is not, quote, Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer, if you're unfamiliar, was a show that had the most wild stories you'd ever heard, but most of them were written. They were acted. But Maury said most of his were real. 20 years later, Maury Povich's talk show is still leaving viewers' jaws on the floor. I think he retired not too long ago. Opened up about the last Maury guest that truly shocked him. A woman pregnant with twins from 2 different fathers, which has happened not once but twice on his show. Quote, the first time it happened, I just didn't believe it. Povich, 78. I looked at my staff on set and I said, that's impossible. Did I read something wrong? Well, not quite. The phenomenon can happen when 2 eggs from the same mother get fertilized by 2 different fathers within the same ovulation period. Doctors say it's 1,000,000 to 1 shot. The fact they used shot there is hilarious. It happened twice on my show. Of course, we had to ask Povich a question that surely crossed most fans' minds. Are all the guests and their crazy stories real? He insisted, of course, this is not Jerry Springer. Jerry and I have known each other for a long time, and I love his honesty. He says his show is wrestling. My show is not wrestling. My show is for real, and these people, we check them out. I operate like a newsroom. We have 7 production teams, and they look at these stories. They check them out back in their hometowns. They talk to their friends. They talk to their family members. This is real stuff. Good grief. Why do people choose to air their dirty laundry on TV? That is a great question. He said, I wonder about that. Why would they do that? Basically, I think they find that there's a safe place on the show. I offer them that and they unburden themselves. That's not it. That's not it. They're trying to get their 15 minutes of fame. No way would you air your dirty laundry on national television for any other reason. They think that maybe after the show, if there's a lot of baggage before the show, maybe it can all come out. They can start again. Yeah, but now they're publicly known for that dirty laundry. Like what? At last but not least, Povich revealed the number one thing fans have to say to him when they cross him on the street. Very simple. If they recognize me, they go, "Hey, Maury, I'm not the father." Tells you how ubiquitous that term is. Maury Povich launches, speaking of this, at-home paternity test kits called The Results Are In. This is new, by the way. This is new. Revealed to TMZ that he's launched a new at-home paternity test business 1 year after his daytime show came to an end. That's so funny. That's so funny. I've been around paternity testing for more than 20 years, so I know exactly what's going on and how we can help those people who are looking for fathers, fathers who are looking for children, and fathers who don't think they're the fathers, and fathers who think they are the fathers. Excuse me. He added, quote, "We can unite families after a long period of time. The tests are called The Results Are In," popular catchphrase on the show, which he would use to build anticipation for the outcome. Good. 99% accuracy rate. So there you go. He took this popular show on his show, this segment on his show, and turned it into a business. That is amazing. So people will do yeah, exactly. People will do anything to be famous. That is very funny. Very funny. I can't believe that, but you know what? That's so on brand. It's perfect. Because if you go to a store and you see it, I think it's only available online, but if you ever were to see it in a store, you'd go, "Oh, hey, I know that." Oh my gosh. All right. So I do have the third video downloaded and ready. It is, what's the full title here? Critical Role Cast Answers the Web's Most Searched Questions from Wired. Obviously, with all videos, links down below in the YouTube description for the original. Always want to give a hat tip to the source of the videos. And who knows, you might enjoy more videos that they put out. So always check them out and throw it some love. So Willow did say before watching this, Ashley Johnson, most commonly known as the voice of Ellie, the video game The Last of Us, is also in this D&D based group, but she couldn't make the interview. I haven't actually played The Last of Us because I don't have a PlayStation, but it's one of those games where I wish I had a PlayStation for that I could just play. Also, another one of those is the Spider-Man games, because those look amazing. Amazing. The last Spider-Man game I played was Spider-Man 2 all those years ago. I think that came out in like 2008 or something. But yeah, the new Spider-Man games look so good. So good. Go ahead and jump into this. Hopefully the video is proportioned correctly. Obviously, I'm doing this on the fly, so probably isn't. But I'll try to adjust the volume as quickly as I can. But let's go ahead and bring me up again so I can do the timestamp correctly. And then we will jump into it. Let's go.
We're the cast of Critical Role. And this is the Wired Autocomplete interview.
Me first?
Yeah, Laura, you're up first.
Rip away.
All right, here we go.
Who does Laura Bailey voice in Naruto?
Oh.
That's a good question.
I don't We're off to the races.
I know, wait, no, I know I voice his mom.
Ma'am. That's how she sounds.
Ma'am.
Naruto.
Sam and
I need you to come inside.
Sam and I have both written and directed for that show, and I don't know the answer either.
Where does Laura Bailey get her dice? I get my dice from all over. Conventions, gifting, Etsy. I get my dice from the Critical Role store, obviously. Thanks, Sam.
Little self-plug there.
How did Laura Bailey, Travis Willingham meet? When we were extras, right?
We were background extras.
We were background extras
yeah.
on this like random internet show. I don't even know what it was.
1999.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
We had to sit at a table for like 12 hours and we weren't allowed to actually talk. We just stared at each other and fake talked.
It was love at first. Watermelon, watermelon, watermelon.
I can see him being charming if he never had to like actually say anything.
Oh.
Did Laura Bailey sing Daughter of the Sea? I did sing Daughter of the Sea. That was for World of Warcraft. That's the one. Is Laura Bailey left-handed? Am I the only left-handies in the cast?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah. And a lot of my characters in video games, I make them left-handed as well.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we are.
All right.
I only get 4.
Who does Travis Willingham voice?
Myself. Heroes, villains, animals that talk with white gloves. Oh, I voiced Thor, Odin's son, for about 10 plus years for Marvel.
What does Travis Willingham's tattoo mean?
Ooh, right. This is Elder Futhark, like Viking runes. I always said that if I was lucky enough to play Thor for 10 years, I would get a Thor tattoo, and instead of getting like a hammer or a winged helmet or something, worthy is a big thing in Thor's canon, so I got something that represents worthy. And now everybody that watches this, some scholar's gonna be like, that's not what that says, you dumb shit. That says pepperoni pizza. And our son Ronan will be thrilled.
Why is Travis Willingham CEO?
Actually, that's a question for the group. Why am I in that position?
Because you're so smart.
He's pretty smart.
You're our fearless leader.
Someone said we need to open a bank account.
Yeah.
And Travis was like, I'll go do it.
Yeah.
How tall is Travis Willingham?
Barefoot, naked?
In feet.
Okay. I wouldn't know the meters one.
3 stone.
I'm 6 foot 4 inches tall.
Whoa.
Wow.
In bare feet. In shoes, much higher, depending on the designer. Sinmir stuff.
Check that boat.
That was good.
I'll do it. Who does Matthew Mercer voice in Vox Machina? Oddly, myself a couple times. I also voice Silas Briarwood in season 1, Umbrasyl, the Hope Devourer in season 2, and Orthax, the Shadow Demon in season 1 as well.
And Trinket.
And Craven.
It's all over. What makes Matt Mercer a good Jum? A good Jum. Knowing the rules is fine, but that can be flexible. Doing enough preparation where you're comfortable, but also being willing to let it go based on what the players are feeling and just listening to them. If you're not listening to your players, you're not really collaborating and creating something special. I'll say that.
All right. It's the hair. It's the hair. You got to have amazing hair to be a good GM.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
10 years of this. Where does Matt Mercer get his minis? A Miniature Market's a great website that you can go to. There's Troll and Toad, which is fantastic.
Do like the train mini place too.
Ox
like
is
little
good.
hobby minis.
Oh yeah, get a lot of cool like miniature train stuff. Train stores are great. How does Matt Mercer deal with these people? Come up with names.
It is.
He just chooses a body part and changes 1 letter. Enos mangina.
There you have it, folks. Say them out loud multiple times before you say it to your players, because they will make you suffer for years to come if you don't. Matthew Mercer. Vest.
That's it.
I have a few. They flow nice. I call them my modern mage look because it just has kind of a little bit of a weird, different glare. And you can get them online pretty cheap.
I'm assuming they're very interesting.
Oh, I instantly got sweaty.
Oh yeah.
I'm like nervous. How did Marisha Ray and Matt Mercer meet?
Oh.
A sketch comedy show that was supposed to be a nerdy Saturday Night Live
For the internet.
And we had one writer's room meeting, and then that's where that show ended.
Yeah.
Nothing came of that, as many shows in Los Angeles do.
One thing came from that.
The only thing that came from that is me and him. How did Matt Mercer propose to Marisha Ray?
Oh.
I love all your
man,
questions.
more about Matt. Yeah, this is wow. I'm just failing Failing the Bechdel test. He built a whole ass escape room that was very like Lovecraftian, Call of Cthulhu-y themed, and there were a bunch of cultists in robes, and Travis Willingham was a tentacle monster that I had to stab in the heart with a glowing dagger.
And no one died, but it was close.
It was.
There was supposed to be a blade switch that happened from a real sharp
that's
pointy
awesome.
thing to
They've
one
had a
that was
video
not
of
so
it?
much.
Yeah.
And
That's
somebody
great.
ended up shouting with like
Wrong
the
knife.
Wrong knife. I was in a silicone like mask and I heard wrong knife and I was like, what?
What is Marisha Ray's?
Think of Matt Mercer.
What is Marisha Ray's new character? I'm assuming they mean in Campaign 3, Sorcerer Warlock multi-class named Laudna. Just a little joyful, undead, kind of manic pixie dream girl. Is Marisha Ray vegan?
That's a top search?
Do I give off vegan
Well, you
vibes?
do have red hair.
No. She's been publicly talking about Taco Bell for the entire time I've known her.
Taco Bell's vegan?
No, I am not vegan, and yes, I will be reevaluating what vibe I put out that that is a top-ass question. Marisha Ray, Creator Clash. Oh yeah. I fought in Creator Clash this year, 2023, which is like
really?
a big internet creator boxing event for charity. I fought Haley Sharp and lost, but I went all 5 rounds, so it was great. Boxing's awesome.
Don't throw it over your head.
Hey, that was a good throw. Who does Sam Riegel?
Word for it.
Who does Sam Riegel voice?
You grew up watching me play Donatello in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 20 years ago.
Oh, no.
You don't ever
Oh,
say
man.
all of us.
I also play Phoenix Wright from time to That's his name, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I had a panic that it was something else. No, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney from time to time. I've done other stuff too. I've played Spider-Man, Scanlan Shorthalt in The Legend of Vox Machina.
Teddy. in
Oh yeah,
Persona.
Teddy in Persona.
That's a cute one. What did Sam Riegel win an Emmy for?
Oh. Well, I'm very talented, so it could have been for a lot of things.
Yeah.
The writing, the acting, the directing.
But what was it for?
Just to torment us with.
I won for a great show for Prime Video called Danger and Eggs. I was the voice director of a show, and I won for Best Directing.
Where does Sam Riegel get his shirts?
I've been watching it for years. Guys. Okay.
I make these shirts.
Right.
I
That's
typically
amazing.
order them from really cheap places, and they're really, really bad. They fall apart.
They smell like vinegar.
They peel.
How often do you get a rash from them?
Daily.
Are Sam Riegel.
I am aware of some actors that
Liam
have a
O'Brien
D&D group, which is kind of interesting.
Many years.
I didn't know voice actors also did it.
No, we are both
But it
married
makes sense.
to
It
women.
could be literally
currently.
anyone.
If we were both single, you know, who knows?
Who knows?
But for
Different
now,
pathway.
we are just in love as friends.
Why did Sam Riegel wear that damn shirt? Leave Critical Role.
What?
Oh,
Guys, I have an announcement
Is
to
this how
make.
you tell us?
I got cast on Abbott Elementary and I'm out. Sorry, guys. One of my characters left the group during Campaign 1, but I would never leave Critical Role until forced out, which might happen any day now. Taliesin Jaffe. How to pronounce Taliesin Jaffe? Oh shit, I just blew the answer.
What are some of the good mispronunciations?
Yeah, that's
Taliesin has been fun. Taliesin, although that is actually like the Welsh pronunciation.
Taliesin.
I believe it means like radiant brow, which is also shiny forehead, which is why I have to constantly.
Radiant brow.
Yes. I'm going to get corrected on
The
that.
Welsh
too.
are speaking some truth.
What happened to Taliesin Jaffe?
How long do you have?
That's an evergreen question.
Vin Diesel plays. Yeah,
asked
I
my
heard
parents
that
several
before.
times what happened.
Vin Diesel's one of
boarding
those
school, bad clothing decisions,
actors that you don't really hear much
very
about.
iffy hair dye.
Just kind of shows up for another Fast and Furious and then disappears.
Where is Taliesin Jaffe?
Although I guess he has
Assuming.
some social media presence.
Born and raised in Los Angeles, Venice Beach, moved all the way to Santa Monica, Van Nuys. I think I've lived in almost every neighborhood in LA. We've kind of moved around. And yeah,
Have you lived out of state?
a couple times. A little over a year in Tokyo, which was great. I did a couple years in Colorado, and then I did a year in Texas where I met the two of you. I was like, wow, there are talented voice actors in Texas.
Taliesin Jaffe, Critical Role characters.
Well, there's Percy DeRollo, who you can watch in The Legend of Vox Machina, and that you get all the deets there. Molly Mock Tea Leaf, who makes people cry. There's Caduceus, who is just aw.
Who makes people smile.
Yeah, he's just lovely, and also vegan, so we have that.
Dead people
Makes dead people tea. And now we have Ashton Greymore, who is just randomly, he's angry about everything and has a very big hammer.
Chucking.
The chucking's gotten weaker, I'm just saying.
How
tall is Liam O'Brien? Critical Role.
Hi, I'm Liam O'Brien, Critical Role, and I'm 5'11" and a half. I'm just under you. It helps when I want to look up into his eyes.
Oh, that's so sweet. How did Sam Riegel, Bechdel test, and Liam O'Brien meet?
Oh boy, well, we sat down at on a panel for a convention. 5 minutes into it, we were making each other laugh, and I said, and he told me he was coming to LA. I had moved to LA a year prior, and I just said, hey, we should be best friends.
Are Liam O'Brien
Sam Riegel married?
That's awesome. And Laura Bailey related?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. We're family. We're all family.
Yeah.
Y'all got big sibling energy. Does Liam O'Brien speak German?
Yeah,
Sprechen Sie
nur
Deutsch?
ein bisschen. No, I don't. I remember bits and pieces from studying German in high school. I did German exchange program when I was in high school.
Nice. I'm gonna give you the world's largest paper cut.
They played twins in the
Does
first campaign?
Laura
That's
Vooley
awesome.
have a kid?
I do have a kid.
Yay, kid!
You all know the kid. His name's Ronan. He's the best kid.
Laura Bailey smells like farts, right? Awards. List them.
I won the BAFTA. That was for Last of Us Part 2, and then I won a video game award for Last of Us Part 2 as well.
Laura Bailey, dice bag of holding.
We talked about this before. I like dice.
What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite dice?
Do I have a favorite dice? Oh, I have a set of Gudetama dice that I'm
Those are
pretty cute. Oh
They're
my
so
God.
cute.
Okay.
Okay.
Star Paw dice. They're so great.
Oh, Laura Bailey,
Liam O'Brien tattoo.
We need a matching tattoo. I was just thinking about this. I want to get a feather tattoo with you.
All right, let's get a tattoo.
We have tattoos. We got tattoos
They're
for,
similar,
like
aren't
as a
they?
group.
Laura, Matt, and I have
Really?
identical. Oh,
Yeah.
and Marisha.
And Marisha,
Yeah.
we all got the square one that accidentally looks like a Gmail symbol.
That is true.
Made better decisions
We did, Sam too. Sam got the
That does
circle.
look like a
The
Gmail.
first thing someone said when we walked out of the tattoo
Oh,
shop.
do you like
Gmail? Ah, damn it.
The entire crew is laughing.
Is Laura Bailey in The Last of Us?
Yes, I am in The Last of Us.
What about the show?
I am. So I did like a little Easter egg in the actual series. Neil asked if I would go and be one of the nurses in the scene, in the final scene, because I played one of the nurses in the game along with Liam O'Brien.
Laura Bailey. Laura Bailey eyebrow wiggle. So she got me, folks. Beautiful.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
We are gonna ruin your whole set.
Did Travis Willingham play football?
I did. I played in high school for a few years. I walked on at TCU, got hit by people that were finally my size, and I was like, I don't like this very much. I'm gonna go act instead.
Is Travis Willingham allergic to cats?
You guys, I'm so allergic to cats. If you showed me a picture on your phone, I'd start having a reaction. I can walk into a house, and if there are cats present but not visible, I will know within half a minute.
Yeah.
No problem.
Does Travis Willingham do woodworking?
I'm definitely allergic to pet
I was
dander,
in the
which is not
Weebelos, like the
amazing.
Boy Scouts, for, I don't know, 1 year. And in the back of the catalog, they always had like the cool like go-kart kit or the hovercraft, and they had like a Swiss Army knife. And I was like, I want to take up whittling.
This campaign
so I got a
3
piece
works
of
with
wood,
wood.
and
That's the
I cut
question.
myself on the first try. I was like, I'm done whittling. That's my woodworking.
Did Travis Willingham make the airship?
I did! It's like little balsa wood with laser cutouts and stuff, and it takes a minute.
It took a long time.
It didn't take as much as your stupid horse.
That totally works.
But yeah, I made the little ship, and Robbie totally left it at the set.
No, he did not.
He kept it.
He kept it.
You gave it away.
That reminds me of, oh gosh, Parks and Rec, Ron Swanson's like super into woodworking. And then you realize that the actor is like has his own like wood shop and does like tables and stuff. It's like, wow, okay. So they just kind of work that into the show.
To a kid in game though.
More allergic to one cat, my current one. That's funny.
Does Travis
That's funny.
Willingham speak Japanese?
Hi. No. Basic stuff. Yes, no. I'm sorry. Okay, okay.
Konnichiwa.
Onegaishimasu.
Oh.
Biru kudasai. Another beer, please.
If you dub enough anime, you absorb some of
Yeah, a
it.
little bit.
Or
yeah.
drink in Japan.
Yeah.
How does Matthew Mercer
Organize his notes.
Microsoft Word and printouts. Like people swear by the laptop, and that's probably a much smarter way. But I'm a very tactile person. I need to have printed sheets so I can look like a complete imbecile trying to figure out where I put the right thing in
You
order.
find the like characters so quickly though. If we ask you questions about something, you're like, oh, and then you know.
I lay them out in the back there. So I have like city information over here. I have like regional information. I have like all my notes for the actual session in the back of the screen, and then I have other ancillary things nearby, and then my phone if I absolutely need something that I don't have. So that's how I organize them.
is Matthew Mercer in Zelda?
Oh boy. I am. I'm very honored to voice Ganondorf in the Tears of the Kingdom that just came out.
Does Matthew Mercer write his own campaigns?
I do. It would be so much easier if I didn't. It's the thing I love. It's the thing I've always loved since high school, and so I make this for my friends. I make this for us to enjoy together, and it's my hobby time. I get to sit and create stories and then have them destroy them in wonderfully complicated ways.
When did Matt Mercer start playing TTRPGs?
It would have been 96 or 97. It was my very beginning of my high school. I found out later on my grandma played it, my dad's side.
Really?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
my granny, she played them for a bit back when they first came out.
Is Matthew Mercer leaving Critical Role?
Wow.
You and Sam.
This is the part in the documentary where it switches to black and white.
Yeah.
We both booked roles on Abbott Elementary.
Is Marisha Ray sing?
Can Marisha Ray
Can
sing?
Marisha-
This is not my forte.
Objection. You're good. You just don't have confidence.
I don't have confidence in my singing. I have to have like at least 2 cocktails before I sing at karaoke.
And when she does, she does a mean rendition of Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
Ooh. Coming for you, Freddie Mercury.
Marisha Ray, anime voices.
Oh boy.
Karaoke is generally terrifying.
Laura Arcade in oh no, what's the name of that damn
Points
game?
of contact.
She's gone away. She's gone somewhere
There,
else.
I'm in some animes.
Awesome.
I'm in some animes.
Marisha Ray. Tattoo meaning.
Oh, hang on. I can blast through
here
this
we go.
really
Yeah,
quick.
show the
Hang on.
cards.
Okay. This was my first tattoo, kind of a Burning Man tattoo. It means the line is long, but it is not infinite. This is also kind of a Burning Man tattoo. This was our camp art car called the Sensitron. This is D&D tattoo. These are the death saving throw dots, meaningful and practical. This is because I love Gmail. This is a Hollywood Boulevard star because for 3 years I was a street character on Hollywood Boulevard to make ends meet when I first moved to Los Angeles. And then this is my lemonade stand that I had growing up. And then my most recent one I just got, this is the
Oh my
Ashari
gosh.
symbol.
yeah, the Ashari symbol.
It looks beautiful.
So thanks, guys.
Marisha Ray, flex.
You're fine.
And finally, Marisha Ray,
Dog. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Easy.
We got Matt and I have a wonderful corgi named Omar.
He's the best.
I love him so much.
Yeah.
Was Sam Riegel on Broadway?
Oh. Boy, I love this show. Just get to talk about myself. I was on Broadway, yes. I did the national tour of Les Miserables, and then I did the Broadway production of The Sound of Music, and I was very good.
That was right before that was right before the junior rodeo?
Yes, for the junior rodeo. I also did some off-Broadway productions. I was in I Can Get It For You Wholesale.
Oh boy.
And
He didn't ask about off-Broadway.
I know, but I want to go down my whole resume. I did some dinner theater.
Does Sam
Very
Riegel
talented.
sing?
That's pretty
I do
amazing.
sing more than these
He
folks
constantly
probably
sings. I'm not
prefer.
surprised.
I was in an a cappella group. Even before the a cappella group in college, in high school, I was in a doo-wop group. I sang 50s and 60s.
Wow.
Oh. Wasn't there a boys band?
I was also in a boy band called City Boys with a Z.
Oh God. Oh God, that's cringy.
Is there an album?
I think we recorded an EP or a single.
Is that on cassette tape?
It probably is.
Are you guys like posted up in front of a brick wall?
For sure, we wore Z Cavariccis.
Oh,
we had earrings because we were. Hey girl.
Oh my God.
And we danced and we sang at Paramus Park Shopping Mall in New Jersey. I did not know this. Yeah.
Sam Riegel.
That's awesome.
ASMR.
No.
Hi, Wired. It's me, Sam Riegel. I'm doing some ASMR for you. Oh yeah.
Sam Riegel.
Well, we all got to experience that.
Burt Reynolds.
It's true. We have never seen them both in the same room before.
To clarify, in campaign 1, my character, Scanlan Shorthalt, would go in disguise frequently, and I think the first time this happened in our home game, I was like, my name is Burt Reynolds.
And you held your finger up as a mustache.
But I had such a high persuasion stat that worked.
Yep.
Sam Riegel, Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Ooh. There's some speculation that the D&D movie references my character, Fresh Cut Grass, because they say those words 3 or 4 times during the movie. Not confirmed or denied, I'm going to say that yes, it's Is Taliesin Jaffe his
I saw that
real
movie.
name?
It was pretty good.
As far as I
Wasn't
know, yes,
bad.
it is my real name.
Beelzebub.
Yeah, as much as I can If you guess the real one,
Good
then like I lose
escapism,
my
you know?
power.
Yeah, I've tried to summon you using Taliesin and it didn't work. So.
That was really good, Travis.
Taliesin Jaffe, goth.
Yes.
Yes. Jim Henson died, and I wore black to school and kind of never stopped.
Oh, wow.
So that was kind of
great.
Yeah, that was more or less kind of the beginning of that, and then eventually I discovered eyeliner and music. It was pretty good.
Next one, Taliesin Jaffe. Immortal joke.
Well, it's not a joke.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke. Someone noticed they couldn't find a birth certificate on record, and one thing led to another. They found some ancient tablets that had a pretty good likeness. They just assume I've been everywhere now, and it's like 70% true.
Survivor of Pompeii.
Wow. Add that to the resume.
Taliesin Jaffe graduated.
Grandfather.
Oh, thank you. Are you a grandfather?
That's a lot of questions I don't know if I can answer, as far as I know. No, my grandfather was a screenwriter and a playwright. A lot of my family has worked in the industry for actually like 4 generations.
It looks like you're kissing yourself.
Yeah, right there. I really, here, I'm just gonna keep moving till it stops. But yeah, he wrote the film adaptation of Bus Stop. He wrote The 7-Year Itch. He wrote a whole bunch of films. He did the adaptation of The Manchurian Candidate, which was a lot of fun. And a movie that called Lord Love a Duck, which no one's seen, but you should. It's a lot of fun.
Taliesin Jaffe.
Yeah.
Hair.
Child actors?
have
Interesting.
Why?
I've been dyeing my hair since high school, and it's not always been this. I've done like the long hair. I've done
Used
the
to
Bowie.
be bleach blonde.
It was bleach blonde. It was jet black. I've done kind of everything, and I've kind of settled into the mohawk for the last few years. It's kind of nice.
I like
It's
it.
a good look.
Liam O'Brien. Eyebrows.
What is that?
They're painted on.
Lack of eyebrows.
There's a lot of people on the internet who
What?
want to
There
see
are a lot
them.
of people on my
Maybe
eyebrows.
it's how much I furrow my.
Maybe.
Well, all right.
Carmen
San
Sandiego.
Diego.
I am Carmen Sandiego. No, I play Professor Maelstrom in the recent reboot of the Carmen Sandiego animated series. It was really good.
Liam
They brought it
O'Brien.
back. I remember watching it as a kid.
Oh, does anyone have a coffee cup for me to speak into? Let's read the next question. Liam O'Brien.
You were born into the Liam O'Brien.
We're just gonna
pull that all.
You were adapted to the dark. I was born in it.
Oh, nasty Herbert's.
This that does not work.
It's still 3 characters and eyebrows.
When did Critical Role
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
When did Critical Role start?
Technically, the home game was 10 years ago.
Was it 10?
Wow. Yeah.
Was it 11?
Almost 11. This was 13,
I
12?
tried to
12?
pin
They've
this
been
down
going
to a
for a
single moment
while.
So many times and fail because it's so many. I think
it's December of 2012.
Yeah,
when we
so
started,
it's
right?
Whoa.
Why is Critical Role
We don't know.
so popular?
Oh, I think it's our looks. I think it's.
I think it's our eyebrows. Let's
It's
be
our-
real.
The eyebrows, yeah.
Yeah, we're just
The hair.
so handsome.
How much of Critical Role
Is scripted.
I thought that was going to happen. I knew it.
0.
100.
None of it.
Well, everything
They
before
did
the
home
actual
games and then
episode
switched to
starts,
streaming
some
in
of that's like
2015 because
planned. Like we
Felicia
have
Day knew about
advertisers,
that. Oh, okay.
sponsorship reads, but after that, after the intro starts, it's just Matt making it up as he goes.
I have no idea what you guys are going to do. That's the joy of it, is like keeping it secret and letting you guys experience it in the moment.
How do Critical Role know each other?
We were all acquaintances.
Yeah.
Some of us were closer than others. Like I think I met Marisha for the second time at that very first game.
I didn't know Ashley. The first time I met Ashley was when she came over to play.
Same, ditto.
And I think a lot of us had just kind of met through voiceover stuff.
Actually, go back to the previous question. I think that's why it is popular, is because we're just like doing us. Like we weren't cast or put together. We're just friends. And I think when you watch, you can see us enjoying it, but also fucking
Charlie
it up
on Supernatural?
the entire time
Oh,
as
okay.
well. And there's just
Nice.
like a certain draw to that. So I think people get to feel like they're hanging with us.
Will Critical Role Campaign 2 be animated?
Oh shit.
That's where you
The answer is actually yes.
Got
it.
Mighty 9 is coming to.
It's been greenlit for Prime Video.
It is baking in the oven right now.
Oh.
What is Critical Role?
About. Well, we should have done it. Started with that one.
Critical Role is about a bunch of nerdy-ass voice actors that became really good friends by rolling dice and making things up and making each other laugh and cry.
Oh,
Killed it. Nailed it.
Who sings Critical Role intro?
Which one?
Oh yeah, there's several.
The current one is everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody sings in the current intro. The last one was Laura and Ashley. Before that
nice.
was-
With some backups from
yeah,
the
some
voice.
back-
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a little something on it. And the
Sam
one before that
sings.
was just music.
Who owns Critical Role?
We do.
Create your own, y'all.
Yeah.
They bought me out.
That's why he's leaving.
Is Critical Role making their own system?
We've announced
We are.
the Illuminated Worlds system. Yeah.
And
we
we've
announced
announced
Daggerheart. We're making two. We're making two of our own systems.
We have a game publishing wing called Darrington Press. We made a game called Till the Last Gasp, which is like a role-playing dueling game.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I
Queen
mean,
by Midnight?
Queen by Midnight is coming out.
All of these, by the way, are available at our Critical Role store, shop.critroll.com.
What Critical Role cast member are you?
Oh. Who's the bad boy? I think it's Marisha Ray.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Am I the silly one?
You're the
Yes.
prom
Yeah.
queen.
The prom queen.
What? Class clown?
Yeah.
It depends on the day. You're in the makeup chair longer than most of us.
That's true.
sometimes.
Oh, they do
Charles
makeup
the
and
goth
everything?
kid.
Yeah.
Travis
Dang.
is the jock.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Liam's the theater kid.
Sure.
I'm the nerd. Like, there's no argument
That's
there.
nerd.
I'm the nerd.
Ashley's the art kid.
You're the
Yeah.
pretty one.
Oh.
Is this what you expected from?
Not the eyebrows.
Yeah, eyebrows.
It is.
haunt me.
Many of them are going to be gifts that we'll continue to give from years to come. So
Yeah.
thank you, Google.
Definitely some expected ones. Definitely ones that will send us into an existential crisis
Yeah.
at a later date.
Yeah.
What happened to Chalice and Jack?
I'm gonna be thinking about that all night.
Or just the eyebrows one. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. I am actually going to take a quick break. I will be right back. I'm going to hit the ad real quick, and then I will be back soon. BRB. I am back. I hope you've enjoyed the gentle sounds of nature. Is that even playing? I think it is. Yeah, there it is. Oh my gosh. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. Oh, still got that in the background there. I'm hearing birds in my ear. All right, let's go ahead and pull up some information. That was very funny. Obviously, it's very cool that it was naturally put together, a friend group that met in the same industry. They met through just passing each other by or whatever. Maybe they worked on the same thing. And it's cool that, you know, two of them are married at least. And I'm assuming that was part of that happened during the campaigns or whatever, but not exactly sure. But we're going to find out more information right now. Let's go ahead and pull up what is Critical Role. It's a web series in which a group of professional voice actors play Dungeons and Dragons. The show started streaming partway through the cast's first campaign in March 2018. Campaign 1 ended in 2017 after 115 episodes. That is unbelievable how long that lasted. I thought they were, quick. I didn't know they lasted years. But apparently you can just make it as long as you want it. Marisha and Matt was during streaming. Laura and Travis married before the streaming. That's fantastic. That's unbelievable. Obviously, it's going to make things a little bit more interesting. You're going to get along, obviously, better with people that you're married to. But that's really cool that friends, it's spouses, all that stuff. That it's almost like an excuse to, I don't know, like it's almost like an excuse to have fun and like set time aside to have that fun, and then you can make content into it as well. And I'm assuming it's so successful that the voice acting at this point would just be like because they wanted to do it, or it's interesting, or maybe it paid really well and they're like, yeah, I could do that for a little bit. But I'm assuming Critical Role is so popular now that it's basically their main job. And it's kind of turned from that hobby, the home games and whatnot, into profitable. Campaign 2 is 145-ish, I think. No wonder my girlfriend disappears in the series. Right. I'm sure it's a lot to get sucked into. How long are the live streams usually? Campaign 2 started in 2018, ended in June after 141 episodes or so. Number of one-shots were aired in the hiatus between the two campaigns. After Campaign 2 was completed, the spin-off limited series, Exandria Unlimited, aired from June to August 2021. Third campaign premiered in October 2021. Broadcasted on Thursdays on Twitch and YouTube, and the Beacon streaming service. I've never heard of that. Oh, is that their own thing, maybe? With the video on demand being available to Beacon, YouTube, and Twitch subscribers immediately after the broadcast platforms. Beacon's a new thing that they made. Oh, okay. 2 to 5 hours. Finales last longer. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. The VODs are made available for the public on Critical Role's website and uploaded to the YouTube channel on the Monday after the live stream. Prior to the pandemic, the show had broadcasted live, but has been pre-recorded since its return for episode 100 of 2. Cast owned the intellectual property from the show, and the show also lends its name to the studio owned by the cast, Critical Role Productions. They definitely made it into a business, which makes sense. The studio has produced Critical Role since 2018. Number of licensed works based on the show has been released, such as comic books, 2 official campaign setting guides, The Legend of Vox Machina, the animated series based on the first campaign, premiered 2022 on Prime Video. Mighty Nine, an upcoming animated series based on the second campaign, was announced in 3. creator-owned streaming show where the cast play an ongoing D&D campaign. Matthew Mercer serving as the show's dungeon master, 7 other cast. The first campaign began 2 years prior to the start of the series as a one-off, simplified 4th edition game for Liam O'Brien's birthday. Players enjoyed the game so much that they continued to play it while switching to the Pathfinder roles. After Felicia Day heard about the private home game from Ashley Johnson, she approached the group about playing it in a live stream format for Geek Sundry, which hosted the show until February 2019. I mean, the fact that they didn't immediately think of that with all their talents and their voices obviously being amazing is pretty interesting. I like the fact that it was very private to start. Kind of, I don't know, it's very, just makes it feel more authentic. The fact that it was like homebound or homebrewed, if you will. There were initially 8 cast member players. Orion left the show after episode 27 of Camp 1. Fans of the show officially dubbed themselves Critters in 2015 after Liam O'Brien suggested it. The chat box ran with it. Actually, that is very funny. That is a great name for the fan base. That works so beautifully. Critical Role LLC was incorporated in 2015, so they got on that like immediately. As of 2019, Travis, as we heard in the video, serves as CEO. Matthew serves as Chief Creative Officer and Marisha, Creative Director. In 2018, they launched its own Twitch and YouTube channels. Cast member Marisha Ray announced as the creative director of the franchise. The company also moved to their own studio space in 2018 and started putting on new shows on their Twitch and YouTube channels. The sets moved from Legendary Digital Network Studios to Critical Role's own studios in 2018. What is Legendary Digital? Oh, okay. Wow, so they started off and dang, that's that's unbelievable. But then again, obviously they all had a decent amount of money starting this, so that's not surprising they were able to have a studio like immediately. And they're in that industry, so it makes sense. February 2019, Critical Role finalized its split from Geek and Sundry and Legendary Digital Networks, with live broadcasts of the company's shows and videos on demand, airing exclusively on channels. I just gotta mention that the reason the animated show was made because they wanted to make something special for the fandom, so they made a Kickstarter to fund a special episode, but they made $11 million. Holy cow. Because the fandom couldn't be stopped. Amazon saw it and decided to give them the initial 10 episodes and then 2 more funded by them. That is impressive. $11 million in Kickstarter. That's unbelievable. Critical Role also took over production responsibility after splitting from Legendary Digital Networks. Some legacy episodes remain available in Geek and Sundry's archives, though some older episodes of Critical Role and Talks Machina are being deleted from the Geek and Sundry channels and re-uploaded the official Critical Role channel since 2019 as a part of an ongoing migration of older content to the creator-owned channels. Who else did Legendary Entertainment work with? Boy, a lot of money there. A lot of money, a lot of employees. Holy cow. Nerdist. Okay. Amy Poehler. All right. I see it. I see it. Interesting. Legendary acquired television producer Asylum Entertainment, which made ESPN's 30 for 30. That 30 for 30 is always good. in the miniseries The Kennedys. That was a good miniseries. I saw that when it came out. Wow. So definitely a big, big company. I think the studio was because of Geek and Sundry, not by Critical Role. Geek and Sundry was a company owned by Felicia Day, I believe anyway. Later, when it got popular, they were allowed to obviously go anywhere they wanted. Right. Well, that's definitely helpful when you're looking to start something, to have powerful friends who have connections and whatnot. They've certainly had their own connections. They obviously knew Felicia Day. Yeah, that's wonderful. That is really wonderful. Yeah, here's the $11 million in Kickstarter. One of the most quickly funded in Kickstarter history. It was the most funded Kickstarter for TV and film project. That's unbelievable. Wow. A leak of Twitch data in October 2021. I remember that, where it said like what everyone made on Twitch. Revealed that Critical Role is one of the highest earners on Twitch. The company received a total direct payout of $9.6 million between September 2019 and September 2021 from Twitch, and gross income from subscriptions and ad revenue. Yeah, I remember that list leaking and being like, dang, like some of the names that you saw at the top and how much they were making off Twitch, it was unbelievable. BBC News commented that this list of payments is unlikely to account for tax paid on income, and that many, if not all, of these top streamers are effectively large-scale media operations with their own employees and businesses, so the numbers do not represent take-home pay for those listed. Well, yeah, I mean, most large streamers typically have editors on staff. Well, maybe it's like an independent contractor where you don't pay for their benefits, but you pay them a gross amount. And obviously you have things like Critical Role where they have employees. Smosh with the crazy amount of employees and stuff like that. But there are some, I'm assuming, that are just themselves. But you would think if you're doing, because I've tried to do it and it's not easy, or it doesn't really work out very well. When you're doing large amounts of content, editing large amounts of content, the idea of also editing social media content, like shortened versions of everything or shorts or whatever, it's just too much. So if you get to the point where you're making a decent amount of money off this, like online world, it makes sense. The first thing you do is get editors. One editor, eventually two editors, and they can just work constantly on taking all your content and then pushing it out. Ads, cutting ads, all that stuff. Like that is a lot of time. Not easy to do. So it's not surprising most of the people on that list probably have editors on staff. Business Insider highlighted that Critical Role has grown into a full-fledged media company. Well, the fact that they started off with an LLC and a production company eventually, like a couple of years in, they knew it. They knew what they were, they had, basically. Which makes sense. You want to protect yourselves. Because if you don't form an LLC, you are liable, personally, for any sort of like lawsuit or whatever. They can attack your personal funds. So at least creating a company or a production company is so smart. And you can do tax write-offs and get it away from your personal finances. You can choose to do your taxes where it's like corporation taxes. It's different than your personal taxes, so you don't have to get that involved with your personal like tax forms and whatnot. Very complicated. It's very complicated, but the idea of getting the business money or your, streaming money away from your own personal finances, and protecting yourself. The first 20-ish episodes of campaign 1 were rough production-wise, but it's great to see how they started. Right. The beginning of anything is going to be rough because you're not quite sure. Maybe you don't have the right optics for it. Like, you didn't think through, like, just how this should appear. Maybe you didn't put too much money into it. Maybe you didn't have a lot of money to put into it. Obviously, voice actors who have a lot of decent roles, obviously, as they pointed out, they had some money to start, but obviously things change the more success you see into it, which is cool. It's very cool to see like the originals. So if you ever go to a channel, just hit is it like filter, like earliest video or earliest content? That's always a blast because it's always like really rudimentary compared to what they're currently in. Even my channel, if you look way back, those first videos were just, I mean, I was using a terrible mic, the $50 mic. It had no noise suppressant at all. Like you could literally hear my refrigerator running in the background, and I tried to use like a noise gate or whatever. Oh God. Oh God. It was so noticeable. Like I have a noise gate for this, but it's less noticeable because it was so choppy on the other one. Like you knew exactly when I was talking because the background noise was so loud. You did that for my channel. Oh gosh. I've watched a couple of those old ones back and I'm like, ay. I kind of want to remove them, but it's also fun that they're there in some like weird way. So, hey, you got to show growth. You got to show the growth. As cringy as they may be. In May 2024, Critical Role Productions launched their boutique subscription streaming service, Beacon, with the Critical Role broadcast and VODs available to subscribers on the platform, which I get. A lot of people are doing that now. The Try Guys just launched their own app called Second Try, where it's subscription-based or whatever. You get like individual content and all that stuff, like unique content. You get content faster. So a lot of people are doing that now, which is kind of fun because I was like, wait, I've been doing that for years at this point. But yeah, we just found out about it. Yeah, that's surprising it took them that long, but that's also pretty cool that it's available, obviously. Announced a new programming slate for Beacon, including shows related to the main series. Beacon essentially gives people what they get with a Twitch subscription, instant access to VODs of their live stream, but with some additional perks. Yeah, that is smart. That is very smart. Mixture of a weekly show and a modern gaming Twitch stream. Each episode usually runs 3 to 5 hours, in some cases 6, and is streamed live on their Twitch and YouTube channels almost every Thursday, with possible breaks of the show being announced at least 1 week prior to the broadcast. There you go. Honestly, it's a very interesting concept. I like it. I like the fact that they're all very talented, so the quality is unbelievable. The voices and everything. I like the fact that it has multicam. That's super cool. You can see everybody. Obviously, they probably switch it up as people are talking, but the fact that you can see multicam and it looks very professionally lit. And obviously, they have a great background and set. Huge table, it looks like. Like that's wonderful. That is very cool. I like that they kept things we normally get the same, but it's just some extra stuff. Yeah, exactly. That's ultimately what people should be doing with those. If you do launch like your own app or something, you should keep it similar on YouTube because that's how you gained all those people, right? You became popular for a certain way, and if you take that away, people are going to be kind of mad. People are going to be very mad. Way fancier than my D&D campaign. Right. I very much enjoy Dimension 20's like sound effects. It's a storm. They got like the storm sound effects and the lighting and everything. Like that is beautiful. It's really beautiful. I've requested videos of them actually playing, but I just thought it'd be good to get an interview setting to get to know them. Right. Well, number one, they're very professional. They've been around an industry where they were literally showing off their talents. Those talents line up directly with what they're doing. So it's like, it's perfect. It's perfect. You kind of expect greatness from them. If they were, I don't know, hand models or something, you'd be like, wow, this is not what I expect from this person. But considering a lot of them are voice actors and lend their talents to video games and whatnot, it's not surprising they're also very good at acting out these roles and whatnot. Super cool. Super, super cool. And I can't wait to watch them actually play. It's going to be interesting. Let's go ahead and move to the last video of the day. I keep forgetting I already did the fourth video. ZeeNunew are crazy in love then till now. I'm hoping this is in English. It does say English, but I'm not exactly sure. Mention 20 is a bit more edited than Critical Role, but you'll see them in some clips. Some people you know from D change players. That's cool. That's very cool. I guess it's personal preference, whether you'd like it to be more edited or not. I've been deep in ZeeNunew research today. And how's that been? I know you said it's kind of hard to find English ZeeNunew articles and whatnot. So if you know of any, send it in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, do so you can send them. We literally have a ZeeNunew channel that if you want to talk to each other about ZeeNunew and the news and everything, keep each other updated, you can certainly do that. So we welcome you all to the Discord. Let's go ahead and launch that video and get it going. Z rarely wears a shirt is what I found. Hey, knows his audience. Knows his audience. Got to give the people what you like or what they like.
ว่าอุปสรรคของนิวคืออะไรหมายถึงว่าสิ่งที่ยังกังวลนิดๆหน่อยๆของเรานะครับสำหรับตอนนี้เขินเฮียครับยังเขินอยู่เลยครับแต่ว่าน้อยลงจากตอนแรกๆนะครับตอนแรกคือก็คือ
Still cutting it off.
แค่จ้องหน้าก็เขินแล้วอะแต่ว่าตอนนี้เริ่มดีขึ้นเรื่อยๆครับแต่ว่ายังมีความเขินอีกอยู่ดีผมก็ไม่รู้ว่าถ้าแบบเลิฟซีนแล้วถ้าเกิดสมมติว่าถึงตอนที่ต้องเล่นเลิฟซีนจริงๆแล้วจะเป็นยังไงก็เขินครับ
Not complaining
ปล่อยให้ไปปล่อยตามความรู้สึกไปครับผมสวัสดีครับ
นิวรู้สึกยังไงกับถ้าเกิดจะมี NC กับเฮียครับเมื่อกี้บอกว่าเขินรู้สึกยังไงครับ รู้สึกสุดท้ายผมจะไม่ถามคำถามนี้แล้วจะเห็นว่ารีเควสกันมาเขินอยู่แล้วครับเพราะว่าแค่มองหน้าแค่จ้องหน้ากับเฮียก็เขินแล้วครับยอม แล้วแบบพอรู้แล้วจะมีซีนไหนบ้างเนี่ยทำเหมือนรู้ก็เห็นคนเขียนบทบอกว่ามีแบบมีฉากเลิฟซีนในห้องน้ำด้วยครับอย่าเพิ่งพูดใจเย็น
งงเหมือนกันว่าคิดถึงเราขนาดนั้นเลยเหรอขอดีก็ได้ไม่ต้องมาเล่นในซีนเล่นนอกซีนก็ได้
All right, at that point, it looks like you're just teasing people. This point, not. No, not this point. Talking previously.
ยังเขินกันอยู่ยังเขินกันอยู่ไหมเขินนี่มันยังไม่ปียังเขินอยู่เลยก็ต้องเขินนะฮะเรารู้สึกว่าเป็นสิ่งที่ดีนะในการเอามาเล่นในทีมด้วย ก็จะเป็นฟิลเดียวกันใช่
ส่งติ๊กมาบอกว่าจุบได้ไหม
พูดอะไรอ่ะ
เขาไม่ได้ยินนะ
นิวพี่ออฟให้ทำอะไรก็ทำหมดเลยนะจะบอกให้นิวหอมแก้มผมเลย
เอ้ย
End of flashback จริงปะเนี่ยได้เลยจุกไปตั้งหลายรอบแล้วหลายรอบแล้วทำไมไม่เขินหน้าไม่เห็นตกใจเลยเหมือนเมื่อกี้อ่ะเก่งอ่ะเขารู้แล้วไงเขารู้แล้วโอ้โหพี่เอาไม่น่าบอกเลยจริงลึกๆก็เขินปกติก็ไม่ได้ทำกับใครเลยทำใหม่เราเปลี่ยนไปเยอะเลยนะทำใหม่เราเปลี่ยนไปเยอะเลยนะแน่นอนเอง
I think you're right about that shirt comment. You've been filming a zombie show? Oh, nice. It would be so weird to be in a relationship that's that public. Trying to put myself in their situation. And it's just so odd. I don't know how they do it, but obviously they're used to cameras at this point, but you would just feel like you're under a microscope the entire time.
ชอบซีนเมื่อกี้ซีนไหนนะแอคชั่นหนูเกลือหอมเฮียครับแล้วตอนนี้ถึงสมควรยังครับไหนละดูไปหลายรอบแล้วนี่ตอนซ้อมตอนซ้อมไง
The way you're shining lately is brighter than the stars in the sky. Elevated, is it too soon to say that I'm yours if you're along for the ride? I feel so high in this place, in your eyes. I've been floating, feels just like outer space. No one else, just me and you. I wanna love you till your feet don't touch the ground. I wanna know you where the air don't make a sound.
In an interview, they were saying they want a private life to stay private. And I asked fans to respect that because they share so much otherwise. Yeah. Obviously, interviews are different because they're going to be... The whole point of an interview is to be public, but I can't blame them for wanting to have that separation. Because things should be private that should be private. Obviously, you can open the door just a little bit to people, but literally everyone deserves a private, no matter how popular you are or public you are. But I also understand people's thirst for wanting to know what the private life is like. You know, you just want that little nugget of information. I totally get that. Personally, I'm not someone that cares too much about celebrities, private life or anything like that. I just like the work that they do. But I totally get the appeal of finding out more about them. Especially since they're in how they set that up and that they're in multiple movies together and content and all that stuff. Like, it just makes sense to be into it. Because you get to see them over and over and over again and work. And very rarely, I'm talking about Hollywood here, very rarely do you see super popular couples that actually make it. Usually it seems like they make it like a couple years or months together. So you're desperately looking for someone to have that, like, two very popular people and they just work. They last. Is ZeeNunew, you know, gonna last the long haul? I have no idea, but hopefully, you know. I think they said they were looking to get a house or something together. Super cool. That's definitely a big step.
แล้วก็เป็นคนที่เป็นแรงบันดาลใจแพชชั่นเป็นรอยยิ้มให้ซีด้วยแล้วก็ให้ทุกคนด้วยแล้วก็ขอบคุณที่เป็นความสุขให้กันและกันนะครับผมก็ดีใจมากๆที่รู้จักนะครับผมพึกลิขิตต่อไปก็อยากให้หนูนิวลิขิตบ้างนะครับเย้นี่เราสรุปชนะเจอกันไหมเจอก็ได้ครับทำไมต้องทำหน้าเศร้าด้วยเฮียอย่าเศร้าเจอครับเจอไม่เลยมองกล้องนู่นตัดสินใจที่เลือกแต่ว่าณวันนี้รู้สึกว่าเลือกถูกแล้วที่เลือกคนนี้มาโคตรถูกเลยฮะใช้คำว่าคุณไม่เขาเรียกว่าอะไรอ่ะไม่เสียใจเลยไม่มีอะไรที่เรารู้สึกว่าเสียใจที่เลือกน้องคนนี้มาเป็นแบบอยู่ด้วยเราแล้วก็แบบเดินทางด้วยเราณจุดนี้เรารู้สึกแฮปปี้มากๆคุณนิวอยากบอกอะไรพี่สีคะเพราะว่าถ้าไม่มีเขาเลือกเราวันนั้นเราอาจจะไม่ได้ว้ามีถึงไม่เป็นผมน้องก็ดังไม่รู้หรอกก็ถ้าวันนั้นไม่ได้คู่กับนิวผมก็ไม่รู้เขาว่าวันนี้ผมจะเป็นยังไงบ้างจะได้มาเล่นซีรีส์ไหมหรือว่าจะได้ทำงานแบบนี้ไหมครับก็ขอบคุณเฮียนะที่เป็นพลิกลิขิตตั้งแต่แรกครับรักเฮียมากๆเลยอ้าวผมไม่ได้เหรอก็บอกอยู่ประจำไม่ใช่เหรอมันไม่ชินถือเยอะเอาดูนี่ก็ขอบคุณคนสำคัญด้วยที่เดินทางออกมาก็คือหนูนะครับผมแต่จะไม่พูดไม่อยากพูดซึ้งรู้กันอยู่แล้วแล้วก็จะบอกว่ารักหนูมากๆนะครับเดินทางด้วยกันต่อแล้วก็ทำให้เต็มที่ที่สุดเหนื่อยก็มาพักการที่จะได้ปรึกษาได้ทุกเรื่องครับผมรักเสมอไม่ออกเนี่ยโอเค
That is very sweet.
ก็อยากบอก
That is
ว่า
so sweet.
ตั้งแต่วันแรกที่รู้จักเฮียจนมาถึงวันนี้ก็ยังไม่มีวันไหนเลยที่แบบเคยโกรธหรือว่าเคยงอนเฮียเลยเพราะว่าเราก็ยอมกันทั้งคู่ผมชอบตรงนี้มากๆเพราะว่าเราเข้ากันได้ง่ายมากๆเพราะตอนแรกผมก็กังวลว่าอายุที่ต่างกันของเราขนาดนี้เราจะเข้ากันได้ไหมก็มันจะโอ้ยไม่เอาไม่เอาจุ๊บปุ๊บบ
ริการทิชชู่หน่อยค่ะ
ยุบก่อนครับ
ยังจะมีหน้าไปบอกให้เขาเงยหน้า
ขอบคุณครับ
ดีนะคะ
เฮียบอกว่ารักเฮียมากๆเลยครับแล้วก็อย่าเพิ่งหนีจากเบื้องหน้าไปเบื้องหลังนะ
สมมุติอันนั้นเฮียบอกว่าสมมุติเคยคิดจริงด้วยเหรอ
มันก็มีสักวันมันก็ต้องมีอยู่แล้วเนี่ยโพสที่เฮียจะแบบไปอยู่เบื้องหลังแต่ก็อยากให้อยู่เบื้องหน้ากับผมแล้วก็ดูมันดีคนอื่นไปให้นานที่สุด
ใช่ตกลงครับ
ขอบคุณครับที่คอยแบบเป็นความสบายใจให้ผมตลอดเลย
ก็เฮียก็เป็นกำลังใจเหมือนกันทุกอย่างทุกเรื่องเลย
This seems like a private moment that we're just kind of in right now. I'm like, wait, seems like a private conversation.
ก็คุยได้ตลอดหรือวันไหนเหนื่อยไม่อยากปรึกษาก็มาขอกอดก็ได้เหมือนทุกครั้งที่ทำอะไรเงี้ยก็คอยหนุนหลังเสมอ
ขอบคุณครับ
I feel like we were a fly on the wall there.
ไปดูผีเสื้อที่ห้องพี่ไหม
ผีเสื้อผมก็ชอบดูอยู่นะครับเฮียแต่ก็
มันเป็นซีรีส์เกาหลีที่กำลังฮิต
Oh my god, it's not funny.
เฮียสมมุติถ้าต้องเลือกเครื่องสำอางสักชิ้นหนึ่งให้หนู
ผมเลือกอันนี้แล้วกันฮะแปรงปัดแก้มบัชออนใช่ไหมเขาเรียกว่าบัชออน
บัชออนเหรอ
ใช่
ทำไมอ่ะ
ปัดให้ดูแบบเวลาน้องมีความแบบแก้มป่องเวลายิ้มอะไรเงี้ยพอเราปัดแก้มเข้าไปแบบสีส้มเฉดแบบสักสีส้มสีชมพูอะไรเงี้ยมันก็ทำให้ดูแบบน่ารักมากขึ้นเนี่ย
เยอะค่ะบัชออนเติมหน่อยใช่ไหมฝั่งเราบ้างนูนิวเหรออะไรดีนะ
ดูมั้งครับผมเลือกลิปให้เฮียแล้วกันครับทำไมครับเพราะว่าปากเฮียดูนุ่มครับปากสวยด้วย
ปากสวยเป็นเดี๋ยวปากสวยอ่ะยังพอเห็นแต่ปากนุ่มอ่ะรู้ได้ไงครับ
อย่าขยี้สิปากเฮียทรงสวยครับก็เลยแบบอยากซื้อลิปมาทาให้
ยังสวยอยู่ไหมถ้าเป็นอย่างนี้
Yeah, exactly. They're definitely playing into it, which I get. I totally get.
จะถามว่าทำไมหนูเกิดมาน่ารักขนาดนี้
It's like they know what will make the audience like pop or like cheer loudly, so they just hit it every once in a while.
น่ารักแล้วก็นิสัยน่ารักขนาดนี้
ไม่เคยคิดไปไม่ถูกเลยครับ
พี่จิ๊บก็ไม่รู้ไปเขินอะไรกับน้องด้วยนะคะตอนนี้คือเขินด้วยมาก
ก่อนหรอ
น้องนิวนะ
ตอบไม่ถูกอ่ะไม่รู้ก็เป็นอย่างนี้แหละครับ
ก็เป็นแบบนี้แหละครับ
โอเคนะคะก็คือเป็นการตั้งคำถาม
คนอะไรยิ่งอายุเยอะยิ่งเข้ากันยิ่งหลัง
หันขวาหนูลองหันหลังเร็ว
หันหลัง
หนูลองหันหน้าเร็ว
หันหน้า
ใช่หนูลองหันซ้ายเร็วมีเฮียอยู่ตรงนี้เสมอนะ
โอ้ย
Come on now. Come on.
มีเฮียอยู่ตรงนี้เสมอ
กันแดดกัน UV แต่ไม่กันความน่ารัก
That was cheesy. That was very cheesy.
ถูกต้องนะคะ
เฮียน่ารักหนูโคตรน่ารักเลยนะอันนี้
3 สิ่งที่จะสั่งเมื่อถึงโต๊ะอาหารค่ะ3 อย่างค่ะมาไป
โอ้ยเยอะมากเลยครับขนมครับรวมๆทุกอย่างเลยครับแล้วก็มีทุกอย่างเลยอ่ะเลือกไม่ได้ขนมแล้วก็น้ำใช่นะครับแล้วก็ข้าวเหรอโอ้ยถ้าผมไม่อยากกินข้าวอ่ะสั่งเฮียก็ได้ครับผมก็รู้เลยว่าหล่อ
ไปหากันเจอจากไหนอ่ะ
ลงมาจากสวรรค์
จ้าโอเค
อยู่เมืองไทยมานานปกติก็เห็นมีแต่หน้าร้อนแต่ตั้งแต่เจอเธอเพิ่งรู้ว่ามีแต่น่ารักมีอะไรกินบ้าง
ยำไข่เค็มครับมี2 คาแรคเตอร์ก็คาแรคเตอร์หนึ่งเรียบร้อยคาแรคเตอร์หนึ่งก็แสบๆไปเลย
แบบแล้วรักไหม
ถ้าหนูนิวอยู่ชั้น100ก็จะเดินขึ้นไป
ไปเร็วกดลิฟต์ไปอยู่ชั้น100นะเดี๋ยวอย่าไปรับอย่าระวังปวดหลังนะไม่เพราะว่าต้องแบกเพราะว่าจะแบกให้เฮียแบกเอาขึ้นไปด้วยเลี้ยงแมวก็ไม่รักอ่ะเข้าเลี้ยงเฮียรักนะ
Oh, okay. Appreciate the context, as always. Also, a shout out to Luke, who's a member on toddreacts.com. I don't know why I fumbled that. toddreacts.com. And also a Discord moderator coming up with all these links for today. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. That way you can throw it some love. Check out their other videos. I'm sure they have other videos that you enjoy. And yeah, excellent video. Definitely gave a lot more interview context that I hadn't seen before, which was very interesting. I'm sure there's a lot of content of theirs that I just haven't been witness to yet. But it seems like I am going to see a lot of it because I have more videos of ZeeNunew to come. So get subscribed, follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. There will be more. There will be more. Let's go ahead and bring up some information. Unfortunately, this is a call to anyone here. Unfortunately, there is not a lot of English articles about ZeeNunew that I can read, and Google Translate, apparently, according to Jace, is not great with the language exchange. So if you do know of any English, or you'd like to write out some English that I can read while on stream, do so. Join the Discord. Links are available everywhere, and there's literally a ZeeNunew channel name. You can post it all in there, and then I can just pull from there and read on stream. Any sort of news, interviews that are translated to English, anything you can find or you want to say, etc. Just let me know. Join the Discord and put it in there. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead and bring this up. I know this is a point of contention. Based on the comments on multiple videos I've done of ZeeNunew, almost all of you agree that they are a thing. Obviously not for show. They're a thing. They're moving in together, etc. I think just from watching this all right now, they are a thing. Obviously, it started off as a business decision, right? But I think over time they had some feelings for each other, and then it's morphed into something real, and they actually do love each other. So go ahead and pull this up. It seems to be a interesting question. Regardless. So this person, this initial poster was like, I'm new to the BL world and I've been watching a lot of the more popular series. Bad Buddy. Obviously, I've been reacting to Bad Buddy and I will continue to do so according to the requests that have been put in. So I will be doing another episode soon. Before getting into the newer ones, Cutie Pie, etc., I'm really enjoying the storylines and chemistry between all the lead actors, which brings me to my next point. Naturally, I started looking up interviews of the actors for some of the favorite series, and I discovered ZeeNunew. It seems as though this is a real couple, right? They appeared to imply that they were actually dating on the Woody interview, but then 2 months later, they said they weren't boyfriends yet. Where do you fall on the spectrum with this? Do you think they're actually together? Fan service? Obviously, fan service is a term that just cuts like a knife. If people hear fan service, they just go, no. Edit together in the survey could mean that the feelings they've implied are genuine versus just being for the enjoyment of the fans. Second edit. Sorry, everyone. Thank you for sharing your opinions, though. 714 on this poll said fan service. 291 said they're actually together. The first response says, whatever they are, it's working. They're raking in cash. I'd keep doing it too. That's a very cynical look of it, obviously. I feel very ambiguous toward the entire thing. First of all, it's a general BL issue. Oftentimes fans are asked to not care about the actors' private lives or who they are or are not dating. And technically I agree, but the entire industry is designed and built upon fans caring about the actors' personal lives, romantic relationships. They deliberately create content to make fans care about these things. They need fans to be more involved because they make far less money with the actual shows than Western artists and depend more on advertisement and personal attachment. While personally I don't get involved or care too much about who is dating who and what, I also want to point out that it's very much a problem by design. Of course, every fan can make good choices individually and promote change in whatever way could help better the industry, part of the queer community, but not a Thai national. I feel hesitant to be too outspoken here. I'm afraid there are nuances, both culturally and language-wise, that I don't understand. I feel like no matter what these two do, it's the wrong thing. Not disclosing. No matter what, someone will find an agenda behind it all. Do I, as a queer person, have complicated feelings about using gay relationships? Marketing tool? Sure. Do I also think that I don't have the right to judge? Because how would I even know if they were or were not queer? Also, yes. There are positive and negative things that can be said about the industry and what it does. I think that's a good point of view where you're just like not quite involved enough to don't make too much judgments. But I do think it is a problem that it's almost of its entire making. Like they're trying to drum up this, are they, aren't they, you know, for just marketing purposes, when it should just be fans, you know, wondering that. Obviously it's not ZeeNunew behind that. It's marketing teams, it's the company, whatever. But I do think they're generally together. But I can understand people questioning it just because there is money involved. Whenever money's involved, people, you know, pretty shady. This is from a year ago. There's more recent stuff and more definitive according to the comments on your previous videos. Right. Yeah. Completely agree. This is an old post. So I'm really just looking at like general ideas. Certainly not up to date. But kind of hard to find information on ZeeNunew. So if you have any, join the Discord, post it there, please. Please, please, please. Can't wait for the comments on this one. Never believe any kind of fan service. Treat it for what it is if you enjoy it. What difference does it make, honestly? Constant discussion about actors' personal lives when we don't even personally know them achieves nothing but pointless arguments. If they're dating, awesome, great. Wish them nothing but the best. If they're not, has the potential to get really messy with the fans. See Mew as an example, but the world won't end. At the end of the day, I watch BL to enjoy the fictional love story between two guys, not to hypothesize about the real actors. I mean, yeah, there's always going to be people into the real actors in their lives and their personalities and whatnot. And I don't think that's wrong. I think that's totally fine. Because they are presented as a couple, and it seems like they themselves are presenting themselves as a couple. So it makes sense that fans of theirs would be into it and want to hear more about it, and more personal stories, and more private life and stuff like that. I like that the company behind Kin Porsche have said no one has to do fan service. The actors just do what they want to do with each other. I like that approach because I hate the idea of people being pressured to do anything. Yeah, true. I wouldn't like it if they were being pressured to do this stuff. If the company was really like pushing these couples out there to really build up buzz and all that stuff, like that's terrible. That's terrible. But to give them the choice to do it, whether they want to or not, that's great. That is fantastic. I thought they have said they were in a couple in an interview, but if they've not, definitely reaching new levels of fan service. They have said they are a couple multiple times now. Well, there you go. there you go. I think it's solved. We can stop talking about it. Obviously, anybody watching this is a fan, I'm assuming. I'm assuming most people that watch ZeeNunew videos on YouTube are fans, and they know they're a couple, and they've read all these things and heard all these things, and they just go with the actor's thoughts. And I think doing that is totally fine. Obviously, if they seem happy together, might as well just enjoy it, right? That's like a double dip. You get to watch their fictional love, and you also get to watch their real love. I mean, what more do you want? Yeah. Poll was so incendiary. I would agree. I would agree. Oof, you were asking for trouble in the comments with this one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, some people are probably going to be more cynical. But I love how the international fans are saying nothing is clear fan service, while in Thailand, the majority of people basically accepted that they're a real couple. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. The idea that any coming out announcements need to conform to Western, mostly US-centric format is ridiculous. True. My view is they are together in whatever capacity that means to them. They seem to be happy in each other's presence. This is a good response. And are not shy in sharing their lives and affection with each other publicly. And their friends often corroborate that they are close off camera as well. What that means for them now and in the future is between them. As fans and viewers, we should be allowing them to live their lives as they want and not invest too much time of our own mental health and energy into proving or denying whatever they are. That is a wonderful response. That's probably the only response I care to read, honestly. That is so true. So true. Whatever they are, and it sounds like they're together because they've said it in interviews, they seem happy, and that's all that matters. And as a fan, I mean, as I said before, you get both, best of both worlds, right? You get the fictional romance and you get the real life one. Like, that is beautiful. That doesn't happen very often. That is really cool. Really, really neat. Obviously, I wish the best for them. They're doing well. They're superstars. They're becoming international superstars if they're not already. That's pretty amazing. And they seem like they're, genuinely happy, which is great. Happiness is, I don't know, very personal. Happiness, oh gosh, what's that Don Draper quote from Mad Men? Happiness is the moment before you need more happiness or something. Like, it's just constantly fleeting, very hard to get. But if you have a direct vein to happiness, pretty great. Pretty great. All right, that is it for today. It has been almost 3 hours. Wow. Had some longer videos today. Hope you stuck in for all of that. And if you have, I appreciate it. Go ahead and sign up for the Discord. If you're a ZeeNunew fan, please do. And post as much English content as you can to that channel so we can read it during future videos, which there are more coming. Just a heads up on that. Check out the summer collection of merch that just launched. It is available worldwide shipping. Members on the website save 15% on every order. Looking forward to the action to them. I know you're going to love it. You want to request your own videos? You saw what you saw today and you're like, I know the perfect video. I know the perfect video for a stream. Go ahead and head over to toddreacts.com, sign up for the series or season tiers, and you can request your own YouTube clips that will be played on stream. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Todd Reacts. Also the gaming channel, if you're into that, Todd Reacts Plays. Follow the Twitch channel if you're watching live on Twitch. Eventually, we'll be live on both, but for right now, it is live on Twitch. So go ahead and follow the channel. Make sure you have your notifications turned on. You know exactly when I'm live or exactly when this YouTube video gets posted. Basically, I do it live and then I upload it to YouTube, so it's available for you all on YouTube. And yeah, I think that's about it. I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. If you're watching on Monday, if you're watching at another time, I hope your day, night, morning has been fantastic. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a lovely weekend. And you have a great week ahead. Good things coming. What's going on, Roxas? What is going on? What is going on? I gotta lower this. Oh, let's turn that volume down a little bit. See you later, Jace. Thanks for hanging in. I appreciate the modding. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Surviving. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day surviving. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.